Welcome everybody to another fun Friday here on Vanguard Tactics, because I don't know if it's experimental Friday or fun Friday, but today it's going to be fun Friday, isn't it, George?
It is. We're going to experiment the fun.
We're going to experiment with fun.
Yeah.
Something that Steve has probably done a lot in his life.
Yeah.
So yeah, welcome here. So today we've got an awesome battle report lined up for you, where I am getting to use the Ork Taktikal Brigade, hot off the heels of the brand new balanced data slate. We've had a lot of questions, especially on our members lounge last week, on my thoughts on Orks. So we thought, why don't we put them on the votes? And it seemed that a lot of people wanted it. So here it is in its glory. And you, Jord, are running
World Eaters. So I'm actually trying the Berzerker Warband. So one we haven't tried. I'm pretty sure we haven't tried this one on the channel yet since the codex come out.
To be honest, I normally was the one playing against the index ones, and now they've all blurred into one.
It's surprising, actually, considering. Well, it's good. It's showing that there's other detachments in the codex that are exciting or that we've wanted to try. But now we're going to go back to Berzerker Warband, +2 strength, +1 attack on the charge. Spawn heaven, baby.
It's old faithful.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love it. So guys, just to remind you here, so what this battle report was actually voted for by our members. So if you are interested in becoming a member, it's $4.99 a month. And not only do you have access to a ton of backlog of videos, you also get one video a week. You also get an exclusive live stream called the Members Lounge, which is actually going to be happening today at 4 p.m, where we do a bespoke topic or a Q&A. So last week, me and Billy did a Q&A. This week, the topic is what, Jord?
So Billy is actually going to be questioning you on the impacts of the meta and things. And we're going to get the chat to interact as well. And we're going to talk about how the meta is maybe going to shift with the new updates from the balanced data slate, and even like the new mission pack as well coming into that as well.
I get another one with Billy?
Another one, Billy.
Oh, it's episode 2 of many. So yeah, so if you are interested in all of the sort of benefits, and it does just really help us here at Vanguard Tactics, then please consider becoming a member. Also, you get to vote on our Friday live stream. So we give you 2 options. So this week, they had to choose between Ork Taktikal Brigade and Ultramarine Gladius for myself. And for you, Jord, I think it was World Eaters.
World Eaters, Berzerker Warband, and the other one was... What was the other one?
I don't remember.
I actually can't remember what other faction was on.
Anyway, you have 2 options, and you know, so if you want to influence the content you see here on Vanguard Tactics, you also get access to a fantastic Discord. Please consider becoming a member. It'd be, as I said, it helps us profusely here.
Yeah, we did 2 tier lists yesterday, so 2 tier lists dropped for detachments. We're doing a new thing where we look at the detachments available to a faction and we rank them. We've got our own special tier ranking, so it's not the typical one being the best, etc., etc. We look at different ways of maybe what would impact an army being good. Maybe it might be model collection, things like that. So we look at that. We've got a tier ranking for Space Wolves and Thousand Suns that dropped yesterday. We also have World Eaters and Death Guard on that as well. So there's loads to look forward to if you are a member. But Warhammer 40K, let's get stuck into this game.
Let's do it. So what mission are we playing today, Jord?
We are playing Linchpin. So we're going to be getting 3 points for holding our home objective and 3 points for other objectives if we don't hold our home objective. If we do hold our home objective, then objectives that we hold outside of our deployment zone will count as 5 victory points. So let's say we hold our home and we hold 1 objective, we're going to get 8 points. But if we don't hold our home, we just hold an objective no man's land, we're only going to get 3 points. But there's no twist because they twist the game a bit too much.
No, so we are using the tournament compendium from Games Workshop for the 25-26 season. So in that, it does say that you do not use the twists, but we are going to be using things like Challenger cards. We're going to be using our secondary cards. And yeah, so it's going to be awesome. So now we've got to talk about what we're actually running in these fantastic armies.
Exactly.
So who's up first, Jord?
It's the World Eaters, I believe. Is that right, Seb? All right. So in my list today, as I said, Berzerker Warband. So we're going to get +2 strength, +1 attack on the charge. So Khan the Betrayer is in the list because he is my favorite World Eater. We've got Lord Invocatus. So Lord Invocatus is here. We've got 3 Master of Executions that are running solo. Okay, so we've got 3 of them. They will be our Gal Vorbak models. So if you see them, that is our Master of Executions.
And if you're unsure what a Gal Vorbak is, it's basically a super possessed-looking Marine. It doesn't have any weapons. It's just got like some weird bony limbs.
It's the original possessed from the Horus Heresy one. So they're word bearer models, but we've brought them back. We've allied them in. Argel, Tar, and Khan are back together. Okay,
my favourite.
Yeah, and then we've got Slaughterbound with his Berzerker Glaive. So his big swinging hammer, which is going to be flat 3 damage. He's going to get an extra attack as well. Then we've got a unit of 10 Berzerkers, which will be on their own. We've got another unit of 10 Berzerkers, which will be led by Khan. And we've got a unit of 20 Berzerkers, which will be led by Lord Invocatus, and they are in Deep Strike. Then we've got 2 Chaos Rhinos, so inside each Rhino, one of them will have Khan and his Berzerkers and 1 Master of Executions. The other one will have 1 unit of 10 Berzerkers and 2 solo Master of Executions. So they're not being led in that one. Then we've got 3 units of Chaos Spawn, because in this detachment, Chaos Spawn are pretty nuts. So we're going to try them out. We've got loads of scouting, loads of advanced and charging in this one as well. Then we've got one unit of Exalted A bound to go with the Slaughter bound, just to give you a bit of anti-tank. That's what that unit's in this list for. Then we have a Forge Fiend. Look, I would love to run more Forge Fiends. We've just got one, but that's why we've got one in this list, because they are really good. And then we've got 10 Jackals just to sit on the home objective as well. Now, the problem I found with World Eaters is just they're so expensive. So trying to make a list is an absolute nightmare for World Eaters. But
you know what would have helped?
What's that?
Some love in the balance days.
Some love in the balance days. Exactly. But that is my World Eaters list. So hopefully I can show off Berzerker Warband to its fullest.
Awesome.
Over to you, Jake.
Over to me. Right, so with the Ork Tactical Brigade. So first thing I want to do is give a special shout out to one of our members called Fosro War. So Fosro War, last week on the Members Lounge, on top of a lot of other members, was quite sort of vocal on the Ork point changes and was really interested to see my view on Tactical Brigade. I don't think this is the final version, but this is a new idea to sort of try out, I feel. So the list went up lots. Let's see how we've done it. Right. So in the Warlord slot, we have a big mech in Mega Armor with the mech captain. That has not changed. Still a fantastic enhancement for a fantastic unit. So what this does is that it allows the big mech to join a unit. It can join flash kits, and then any ranged weapons for any unit that it joins gets re-roll all hits. A very, very strong ability, and one that I think has to be in every single list.
Pseudo Captain Badrock.
Yeah, he's Captain Mech Truck.
Yeah, Mech Truck.
So then I've got 3 big mechs with shock attack guns. They did go up 10 points, but again, they're still amazing. They're still value for money. Do we still run 3? I'm not too sure, but I'm going to try it again today. Okay, so very, very good shooting profile there. I have a singular war boss with a power claw and attack squig. I have a mech, a little mech, so not a big mech. It's just like a mech junior, as we call it. So this has lone operative within 3 inches of a vehicle. On top of that as well, it's like a tech marine. So I can pick a vehicle and give it +1 to hit. All of its guns. Very, very important to note. All of its guns. Then I've got 2 beast bosses. I've been experimenting with 1 unit, but I feel that I wanted to try out 2. And even with the points increases, I still think they're such a good value for money unit that even if I don't still have the beast bosses with the beast snagger boys, which I do have 2 units of, maybe then I have just beast snagger boys on their own with the bosses. But I just think the bosses give them such an added power for such a cheap points cost. I think it'd just be a miss for me not to run it. So like I said, I've got 2 units of beast snagger boys there. I have 3 trucks. So again, the points increases. So my list went up about 80 points. So that's how much I lost. I know a lot of people lost more. So I know before we had a lot of trucks, but this time we've only got 3 because I'm trying out something new today, being a battle wagon. So battle wagons are really cool. So this battle wagon in particular has 4 big shooters, 1 death roller, 1 grabbing claw, 1 kill cannon, 1 lobber, 1 wrecking ball, and on top of that, it can have a transport capacity of 22 models. Now, key thing to note, I do not have the ARD case on it, so I do have firing deck 11. Then I've got a big unit of 10 flash kits. So they are the unit that the mech captain has decided to go with to sort of enact them with their reroll hits. Again, super useful. 10 grots just to sit on my backfield and generally be a nuisance. And then finally, I have 3 units of tank busters with pulse rockets in each. And the leader of the squad has a smash hammer in each. And I also do have 6 breaker boys. They go with the war boss. Just a really efficient, cheap trading unit. With the points increases and maybe some other things, they may have to maybe go down to knobs to make way for other things. But yeah, so hopefully Vosroar and all the other members here at Vanguard Tactics, I appreciate you. And I want to try and show you the best way that you can maybe try a bit of a different look on Orks. At the end of the game, we'll see if I like it or not. That is 2,000 points.
Lovely.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I've been wanting to get the Orks on the table for a while, as you know. So yeah, just really hyped up for this one and hopefully we'll have some good fun.
Yeah.
So what are you going to go today, George? Fixed or tactical?
I am going to go tactical.
I'm also going to go I'm the Tactical Brigade.
You are. You have to. You don't have a choice. It's actually in your rules.
It's illegal.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I can't do illegal.
Yeah.
Anyway, Sebi.
Yo.
How are you today, mate?
Yeah, doing all right, yeah.
Good. How was the
good.
chat?
Yeah, pretty good. We've actually had D Hart 197 send 5 Vanguard Tactics gifted memberships.
Oh, well, thank you very much. So if you are interested in the members program, there's a fantastic free trial to a lot of you that haven't done that. Make sure to thank D Hart for the gifted memberships. And yeah, just explore. And if you do like what we do here, make sure to turn on renew of subscriptions as well. And then that will just mean that it will keep rolling over. But honestly, I feel that we give such good value here at Vanguard Tactics for any sort of level of skill, whether that be, you know, top of the range, top of the tournament circuit, all the way to the new beginners. So yeah, please consider and tell all your friends.
Yeah.
Right.
All
Shall we
right.
roll off to see who gets to go first?
Let's do it. You ready?
Yeah.
Do you want to go first?
I don't really know, to be honest.
I want to go first, just so I can show off the spawn.
Okay,
Don't roll 6.
That's a good part.
Oh,
okay.
Jake, why
we'll
would you do that?
I'll roll first this time.
All right, cool.
Okay. I'll roll a 2.
I rolled a 4. All right.
So
cool.
you're going to get to go first. This is exactly what you wanted.
Yeah.
So, do you want to do your scout moves?
I would love to.
Perfect.
Scout 8.
Oh, God.
What
I think
weird
we're
noise
gonna...
they make. I am quite scared of these things because we did roll them off camera, and on average they do kill a truck on their own.
18.
Okay, that's actually crazy.
Yeah, that's why I got battle wagons there.
Nice.
They can't kill the battle wagon.
No, but we can try and kill trucks.
Oh, really quick, actually, just before we do start the game, I am going to talk about what's in each vehicle.
Yeah.
So if I go first, then George, you can tell us once you've done all your scouts. So we're on the top down. So,
yep.
Okay, so in this truck here, I have a beast boss with 10 beast snagger boys. The truck over here also has the exact same thing. In this truck here, I have my mech captain along with my unit of 10 flash kits. And in this battle wagon, I have 2 units of tank busters with their 2 big mech shock attack guns and my war boss with a unit of breaker boys. So I have 3 separate units in this battle wagon. And I still have space for one more if I really want, like one more model. So,
absolutely nuts.
Yeah. Wow.
It is the Vanguard bus, so every time it shoots, you'll see why it's going to go boom, boom, boom.
Right, you ready?
Yeah.
8 dice.
Okay, blessing roll. A Brian blessed roll.
So we've got double 5.
Double
we've got
6?
double 6. That's good. That's good. And then they're all just random ones.
Okay, so can you do anything with those?
So double...
you got a yard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I win.
Well, your face roll 6.
So I'm going to go for sustained hits.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go for... I might go for lethals as well. Sustained and lethals on the spawn.
Well, do you want to have a think about that and we'll have
Yeah.
a word from our first sponsor?
It's my pleasure to announce that Army Painter have sponsored Vanguard Tactics. We've decided to collaborate with Army Painter because they've made the process of painting your models so simple. From their Fanatic range to help you identify your shadow, mid and light tones, to their wet palettes that make the application of paint so much smoother. The process has never been simpler. So if you're looking to upgrade your painting skills today and have the tools at your disposal to help that process, then check out the Army Painter.
Perfect.
Okay.
Right, so that's our first sponsor done. So George, just remind us what is in your transport.
So we've got Khan, Master of Execution and 10 Berserkers here. In that transport, we've got 2 Master of Executions and a unit of 10 Berserkers, all separate. The only one that's leading is Khan.
Okay, so to confirm, Khan leading 10 Berserkers and then a separate Master Execution in this Rhino, and then 2 Master Executions on their own.
Yeah.
So one Master Execution and 1 Master Execution, and then 10 Berserkers as well.
And then in Deep Strike or in the Warp, depending on which one you want to think it is, we've got Lord Infocarts and 20 Berserkers ready to just Deep Strike, probably Rapid Ingress.
Yeah.
And get some advance and charge on the go.
Awesome.
Right, so my cards, you ready?
But what did you pick though?
Oh, so I'm going Sustained and Lethal.
You're going Sustained and Lethal, so you're going to have both. I
Yeah.
think that is a good decision there.
Yeah,
actually.
Sustained and Lethal.
Okay.
Right, you
Nice
ready?
one. Very scary. Right, cards wise.
Assassinate.
Okay, all of my characters are in vehicles except for this one mech here.
Yeah, which I could get if I roll high on the advance and charge.
Yeah, that could be quite scary.
Cleanse.
Okay, so to be honest, pretty good cards overall. So even if you don't want to full send your spawn, you still could get some good points.
Yeah.
Interesting. Nice.
All right, so I'm on 1 CP. And we're going to do some movement.
Nice one.
We've had a super chat from Fusro Ra.
There you go.
As you mentioned, the legend himself. Hello, everyone at VT, and to everyone in chat. Jord for the win. Jake, destroy those puny beakies. Show us some proper scrap. Have a great game.
I just was really complimentary about you, and then I said, this is the whole reason I'm running this, is because of you. And then you say, go Jord.
I've corrupted him.
He's caught astray.
We do have a poll up currently for whose side people were on, and worldeaters are taking it at the moment, 62%.
That's all right. We'll claw it back when they see the first shooting face on the battle wagon.
It just went up to 63%.
It went up. No.
Right, all the spawn have moved. Now, I don't know if this is a smart idea, but it's the corn in me. I just want to get everything in combat. And I'm going to try and bring down these trucks. We rolled it off, and they have a potential to wipe these trucks.
We also only did it with sustained.
Yeah.
Okay, so the fact that, like, you have running charge built in, don't you, from being a spawn.
From being a spawn.
And then on top of that as well, you know, the fact that we didn't really count lethal in there. I think if you have lethal, you definitely could kill them if you roll good enough on your attacks. So, very interesting. Also showing the power of these sort of lone characters as well, aren't we, George? Because the Master of Execution in this one, if he really wants, could just run outright. And can he get to this
He
objective?
won't be able to get on there and cleanse, but I will be able to cleanse on that objective over there at least.
That still gets you some points.
Yeah.
That's still really good.
But I could, because if we disembark one, then I believe we move 8.
I have a question for the chat as well, right? So, obviously, this weekend, was it last weekend the cards came out?
A couple of weeks ago now, I believe.
Okay, so if people have had a week or a few weeks to play with the cards, let us know what you think about them. Now we're sort of in the wider world. I'd be really interested to hear, because I really, really like this deck. I'm a really big fan of it, so it'd be cool to see what people think of it as well.
So I can actually get to the objective. I forgot about the disembark on my move.
Yeah, that's what
But 2 victory points or 5.
I think 5
big.
is such a massive
So I think
thing.
we will just put him on.
Yeah.
And we'll move him
I think that's 100% the right thing to do.
there.
Because
And we'll
if
put the
I
Rhino.
draw Assassinate, then it's slightly unfortunate. But equally, at least then you've matched me on points there.
Yep.
But, you know, out of 19 cards, I've got a 1 in 19 chance of drawing Assassinate.
Yes.
Well,
true.
technically it's a potential 3, because I could draw 2, spend 1 and draw another.
Yeah. Right, I'm putting them on the top just so you know they're underneath, just so top down can see that we have some the slaughter band and the 8 band in the middle. And then we've got Jackals on the home, the Rhino's just moved up, some Berserkers still in there, 1 more Master Executions. We still have the 1 in here with Khan and the Spawn of all advanced.
Okay.
So cleanse. The Rhino will cleanse, and the possessed, or not the Master of Execution will cleanse.
It's Mo Geltal.
It's Mo Geltal.
It's back.
Mo Geltal.
Yeah, from my... Oh, you weren't here when we had Mo Geltal. This is before your time.
Oh, before my
Do
time.
you remember Mo Geltal?
Oh, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, it was everyone remembers Mo Geltal.
The word bearers as well, and you played them as well.
Yeah, when I had my Argeltal, I was using with Master Execution, so he was Mo Geltal.
Mo Geltal.
Yeah. And then that's when we did the members, this is like an inside joke for a lot of people. You can see this on one of our members lounges. This is the members lounge where I told everyone to go comment on that video. And then everyone started laughing at me. Yeah, and I'm not going to say why. And if you want to see why, you've got to become a member.
Yeah. Right, okay, yeah. Right, charges. There's no shooting, obviously. Spawn into this truck.
Yeah.
They won it.
Yeah, if you said they won it, and I'm like, yeah, right, they did won it.
I'm going to put them like that.
Okay.
Just to make your disembark a little bit more annoying.
What toughness is Spawn?
I believe they're toughness 5.
Okay, so what's really nice here is that the Beast Boys can become strength 6 from the orders in Taktikal Brigade. Or at least if I do want to try and wipe them, I can.
The toughness 5, 4 wounds, 5 up field paint with 4 up save.
Okay. I'll back my Beast Boys.
These guys?
There's no street sleep till Brooklyn.
11.
Oh no. Battle wagon, heroic.
And then the other spawn into the other truck. Oh, 12.
Where do you want them?
At the front, because I want to basically...
Right here. So then it makes it really awkward for me. Right?
Exactly.
Perfect. If we do that, then that's like the maximum amount
now,
you can get.
The thinking behind this, guys, is hopefully we can pop some trucks and stop some of the annoyance that combat armies will have with this sort of list. But also, the disembarks now will put Jake in a difficult position for scoring, because it means he's either going to have to go around units or go into different areas, or even have to just deal with all these spawn. So now he has to commit into this. So
yeah. And the issue with this list is that I don't have tons of trading units. Like I've got good units and lots of small ones, but they are quite expensive. Like really, we can talk about it at the end. I do really need some Storm Boys.
All right, so we'll start here with these 2 spawn.
Okay.
So 2d6 attacks, +6.
Oh no.
Sorry, I think it's +10 actually.
I didn't see it.
It's d6 plus 5 each.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Pretty good, yeah, because they get 5, because they've charged.
Do they get +1 attack on the charge?
Yeah, +1, but there's 2 of them.
No, I know, but D6, but that means they would have D6 plus 4
So they've got
attacks.
d6 plus 5 attacks each.
What, base?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
d6 plus 4 base.
Oh,
so
so that's why it goes to 5. Oh my god.
So 9 plus 10.
Why is Spawn like the best unit in every book?
Die truck.
Someone at head office is there like, we really need these Spawn.
Hit the spawn, hit the spawn.
Hit the spawn.
Right, hitting on 4s.
Yeah. We've sustained a oh my god. Okay. I think
Goodbye, my truck.
So how many is that?
6 sustained
Okay,
lethal.
well, let me roll the lethals first, because this could just be bye-bye truck.
They're only AP 1 though. Okay. I haven't used
so
the
5 up. Okay, so I've lost, so I'm on 2 wounds currently.
Right, so all these, see if I wound. So win you on 5s.
Yeah. Okay, so
just
not
another
too
2.
great on the wound front.
Just another 2.
So it's dead.
Yeah. Does it blow up?
Does it blow? No, it doesn't. And then inside, I've got 11 models. I lose. Well, God, I rolled 4 fails.
Oh no.
What I'll do, I'll take 2 lots on the knob in the unit. So I do get, because I get 6 up, feel no pain. So on the knob, oh, it passes both.
Love it.
Oh my God! Right,
and another double 6
on the knob.
Oh, it's the opposite. We had this on the stream on Wednesday with Steve with his rail guns.
Yeah. What you mean, rail casinos?
The rail casinos, yeah.
So what I'm going to do is on my disembark. I know it may be hard to see on the top down, so I'm just going to move that. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay outside an inch with my beast boss, put him there, because then what it does is it means if George wants to pile in, he can pile in into me. And I actually don't mind if he wants to pile into me, because I do think that I can kick a lot of damage back into him. That's as far as I can go. As I said, I could be wrong, but a lot of this game is like I'm just trying to experiment and see how good some of these units are, right?
I'm not going to pile him. These 2 spawn in the middle.
Okay, well, by this logic, you should absolutely obliterate this truck.
7, so 17 attacks.
Oh Sammy, what's happening? I don't know. I know.
Hitting on 4s.
Yeah, that's more like it.
2 sustained lethal. Sorry, yeah. Thank you. 2 sustained lethal.
Sure. And then 5s.
5s.
See, this is the one where I actually
4.
don't mind if you don't kill it. Whereas because I've got the shooting from the actual thing. So 1 failed.
2 damage.
So down to 8. You can't do any more damage to me, can you?
No, that's
I'm
it.
just going to put myself back up a wound.
Sure, because you're going to heal
it.
Over there with the other truck, I get 20 attacks.
What is this? What's happening? Do you know what? I preferred when they were unkillable. Because at least they couldn't kill anything.
So 3s. 4s. Sorry, 4s. I don't know what I said 3s. 4s. 3 sustained. Because I lied, yeah. 3 sustained lethal.
Oh, and then
5s. That's a bit
I
better.
just had like storms.
So that's 8 wounds.
So 5 ups. I'm dead. So both the beast ones died actually. So that is quite interesting. Does it blow up? No, it doesn't.
Can you reinforce these units?
No.
Brezza put all his points into spawn.
So I fail 1. I am going to take it on the knob. No, I'll take it on a normal boy, this one. So yeah, so 1 normal boy dies. I get to finally get out my new beast snaggers. Look, they're all pink.
Oh, pink.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pile in, so.
I'm still going to put myself as close as possible. Because the question is I could war this turn.
Absolutely.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do this, George. Okay. I'm going to go like that. Because then I think that puts me in a good position to either sort of come round here or go round there. Because if I know I definitely wanted to war, I'd probably put them here because then I could run and charge into this unit.
Sure.
But again, I'm not. What toughness are these? These 8-bound.
They're toughness 6, I believe.
Okay, so I could wound them on 3s with my order and a war.
And the Lord or the Slaughterbound resurrects a model.
Yeah, that's okay.
Toughness 6, 3 up, 5 up.
So, because I think the safest play realistically is just to sort of go in, just trade with a spawn, and then if you come at me, you come at me, and just sort of accept that.
They
fact.
can't advance and charge, so they're the only unit really that can't do it. Because
why can't they?
Because it's only Berserkers that can advance and charge for a CP.
Sure, cool. Okay, so I am relatively safe. Okay, so I'm pretty happy then.
They move 10 inches base.
Yeah.
But that's here and there, right?
It's not really here or
It's here or there. Like,
cool. So I'm going to fight you back.
Lovely.
So the truck. So wheels on the truck. 2
Go
hits.
round and round.
Strength 6. Your toughness 5. So 3s. 1 wound. There's no AP.
Loves it.
Cool. And then the wrecking ball. It hits. It wounds. There's no AP on this.
4 up. No damage.
Oh my god. It's 5. Oh my god.
5 ups. I'm dead.
Yes.
Just whacked a spawn in the face.
Yeah, Miley Cyrus over there, swinging around.
So that's it, really.
Nice one. So what do you score, George?
I've got 5 for cleanse.
Mhm.
I'm going to ditch assassinate
Okay.
for SCP.
Because it's interesting, because I have got 2 pretty easy targets for it on the board now. The question is just sort of having to get there, because I could just play quite cagey with them until that comes up. Awesome. Right, so start of my turn then. I'm going to get a CP.
I'm up to 3.
So I'm just going to give these a quick shuffle. What are the chat saying, Sebi? Do they like the new mission pack?
People saying they've played just like a couple games with it, 1 game here or there. So I don't know if people have got enough experience with it yet. But we do have some super chats that I'll read out now.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it before my cards.
Fusroa has come on with another super chat. Okay, you've convinced me, Jake. And sorry, Jake for the win. Just delete him from the table. Show him the proper way. Gawk and mork him out of the table.
Gawk.
And then we've also got Death Guard Dave in the chat. He's also given a super chat.
Hey.
Yes, Jake, World Eater Spawn are so good.
Yeah.
Much love you, Jordan and Phoebe.
Good one.
Phoebe.
Well, Dave,
good old Phoebes.
Well, Dave, hopefully you will grace us with your fantastic, disgustingly resilient presence.
We won't spray you this time.
And I'll get...
Steve sprayed them with Febreze when they walked through the door.
And he's our guest.
Yeah.
Well, that's awful. I thought you were about to say like one of those dog bowls. They've got 2 powerful.
Nerf.
I really want to do the meme now of like me and then with like the stick.
Oh, right,
like,
yeah.
Come on, do something.
Do something.
This is me with this, okay. Right, so first card is
Extend.
it's Display of Might. So I don't think I can actually get this one turn 1. Yeah, so I can't, so I have to draw a new one. For this one.
Sure.
So I'll put that one to side. Mark for death. Okay, so you've got to pick 3 units. I pick 2, and if I kill, sorry, I pick 1, and then if I kill that, I get 2 points.
Lovely.
So which ones do you want to pick? Well, I'll probably just keep it, to be honest.
We'll go with the Forge Fiends,
Sick.
Jackals,
Sick.
and we'll go with the 8-bound.
Okay, so why don't you? Hang on. Ooh. So what you do? You put the skulls on your ones, and then I'm just going to pick this one. So if I kill the spawn, I get 2 points. If I kill any of the ones with the skulls, I get 5. And I also have Defend Stronghold, which also gets redrawn on turn 1, and becomes Storm Hostile Objective.
Lovely.
So this one is a can redraw. So I actually am going to keep this one, because I can sort of use the logic I said about before. I can sort of walk. I think I can get past this model's engagement range. I can just about. So I have to go like in a weird single file line. But yeah, so I'll keep both of them. I'm not gonna war.
Okay.
Just simply because I think I would rather have the run and charge on. I think I'm going to play quite a defensive turn. Ultimately, just try and clear up all these spawn and this mow over here. I think my sort of idea is I think I want the battle wagon shooting these. This is just going to stay in here to shoot at this spawn.
Yep.
And then these beast boys hopefully can try and wipe out some spawn over there. I think that's ultimately the goal here.
And you're not doing the war turn this time?
I'm not going to do the war. So because of that, I don't want to do the war. I think if I was planning on coming over here, that's when a war is pretty good.
Sure.
Because then I'd throw the breaker boys out. But I think I'm okay with you coming at the battle wagon, because ultimately I don't think that like it's that big of a detriment. Like you need to pop it. I need to sort of really use this benefit, right? So other command phase things, the mech is going to touch the battle wagon and give it +1 to hit. I do have orders to do as well. I'll go. I'm going to go +1 strength on the Beast Boys.
Yep.
I'll go +1 strength on this unit of Beast Boys.
Is that so they win the spawns on 3s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So leadership check for this unit. They fail it, so they'll take a mortal wound. I'm going to take it on the knob on a 6-up. They fail it. So the knob of the unit is on 1 wound, and then over here, they are fine. Cool. And then no other orders because he can't order. Well, he can order the truck. Well, he can order the battle wagon, but it just won't do anything.
Sure.
Oh, actually, no. Do you know what? It is gonna. I think I can order the battle wagon for reroll charge.
I think you passed your leadership there, mate, because you rolled a 6.
No, I think I'm only leadership 7.
They're leadership 6 for a beast boss.
Am I? Oh,
Yeah.
cool. I thought that one.
You're all good.
Thank you. That's
That's
very
right.
kind. Right. Well, I'm just going to check if I can order because I know you can't do like the good orders on trucks. On the so I can only do. I could do +1 strength on the battle wagon. Yeah, I'll give it +1 strength. Why not? Does it get hurt? No, it doesn't. Cool. Imagine it's like you didn't listen. Bad battle wagon.
Knocks a plate off.
Yeah.
Oh.
Cool. Right. So movement then. So
Any questions in chat, Seb?
I need a 9 there to get both. Actually,
Just having a read.
What's the vibe in chat?
I have some more memberships and super chats to read out.
just read them
Yeah,
out, Seb.
just
Just
do it,
keep
mate.
going, mate. Just
But
keep
Yeah,
going.
I
Yeah,
just didn't want to
before-
interrupt your talking.
Seb, I'd rather you interrupt me if it means
All
we're
right,
gonna,
fine.
if we're going to
So
have
we've
some
had
awesome
Castellan
sequels.
become a captain,
Yeah.
which is
Amazing.
great because I could be wrong, but I think they are already a VT member, so showing extra support, which
Amazing.
you know,
Thank
that's
you
great.
so much.
Yeah.
And also a super chat from Castellan. Joined the stream, heard, take it on the knob. What Slanesh stream did I just join? It's the morning.
If else, it's not a Slanesh stream. It's just what you should do.
It's all up for interpretation at this
It's all
point.
up for interpretation. So it's vague, ancient
My,
technologies.
my intent was to have it on the knob. I'm just going to pre-measure. If I put this here, can it see that master execution?
We have
We have
technology.
The,
Oh,
you just put it on the ceiling.
technology.
Ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then could this battle wagon then see those spawn?
No. Oh, sorry. Yeah,
Because
because
they are in
I'm
there,
on the
yeah.
terrain feature.
I can, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. So I'm going to do that.
Yeah. Push this forward a little bit just so it's on the
Cool.
terrain feature.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, I need to roll for my grots on a 4-up. Yeah, I do. basically.
Is he touching the terrain feature?
Okay.
If you put the truck on it, just so it can then unlock this.
I thought I have to be wholly on it to do that.
Yeah, so because you're gonna have to get past that point of the
Yeah.
feature there.
Sure.
So no.
But if I go back, so if I go like that, I can see them, right?
Yes.
And then could you just look at that one to there? If I can't do it, it's fine. It's just I can't do it.
Yep.
Cool. Right. So I'll do that then. Right.
Nice.
Want to see a shooting party, people? We're ready.
Let's do
We're going to shoot. Cool. So my idea at the moment is shoot this guy dead because I think the charge is a bit too risky here.
It's a 9, yeah. So.
Yeah. Whereas here, if I just charge here, depending on how I do it, I can then just pile into the objective. I think. Yeah. So I think what I'm going to do is do here and then just charge the battle wagon in here because then I could do a pile in and consolidate sort of thing. Cool. Right. Now let's shoot. So I'm going to start off with my my truck. So my truck is going to use firing deck. So all of the models inside can shoot and it's just going to all shoot at the spawn.
Sure.
Okay. So we're going to do custom mega blaster first. So 3 shots. Now I'm going to be -1 to hit because I'm in combat. So this is going to be 6s. And I can't re-roll the hits here.
You
'cause
got
I'm not
+1 to hit, though, right?
No, only on the battle wagon.
Oh, right. Didn't the mech go give it +1 to hit?
No. So the mech gave the battle wagon +1 to hit.
Oh, I see. Sorry, this is from this unit.
This is from this. Yeah.
I see.
But the good thing is here is that because the flash kit guns are heavy, I'm going to have +1 to hit anyway. So custom mega blast didn't do anything. Do I take a hazardous? I don't. So now the flash kit guns. So there's 30 shots for that. So I'm going to do 15 at a time if that's all right.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are 5s to hit, 6s are sustained. And this is because of they would be hitting on 5s normally, +1 to hit because I've stood still, but -1 to hit because I'm in combat. So 3 extra hits. I'm just going to roll all of these, the wounds now as well.
4s?
3s because I'm strength 6.
Okay, nice.
So that is 7 AP 1.
So 5 ups.
And they are 2 damage each. So if you don't mind rolling the Feel No Pains now, if that's okay.
Yeah, sure.
Because then it just saves me rolling all the shots.
Oh, no.
Okay, he's dead. So that's going to get me 2 points marked for death. Cool, so that's 2 points to mark for death there. And then shooting from this battle wagon. So I'm going to shoot both shock attack guns at. So I'm going to use firing deck. So out of firing deck, I'm going to fire 9 tank busters, rockets, and 2 shock attack guns. So the 2 shock attack guns will shoot at the man.
The man.
And then I'll just make sure the rockets are actually within 24. They are. So all the rockets will shoot at the spawn, and then all the little shots and all the extra shots from the battle wagon will also put into this mow as well.
Lovely.
So let's do the shock attack guns first. So 2d6 plus 2, because there's 2 of them. So 4. That's 2. So these will be hitting on 4s. So, and then 2s. 2 saves, these AP4, you do get cover.
Okay, so 6 up saves. Both go through.
Just d6. 3. I'm going to CP reroll the 1. So that's 4, so 6 damage.
He's dead. But I am going to spend 1 CP and
get
sticky the objective.
Oh, very good. Now this was the thing I was worried about, but equally, if I could just pile in.
I don't think you're going to get a pilot. Should we just check?
Well, I think I can, because I can't base you here. So my idea was I'm going to charge the battle wagon in to keep some not be based. And then because I can fight through this bit here, because there's an inch of the wall, I was going to, mainly just this bit, because I can't base you, if I go here, if I make sure I can't base you, I can put a few of them like that.
Okay,
and
sure.
then they can just pile in that way.
Sure.
That was the idea. If I've messed it up, I've messed it up.
No. Yeah, absolutely. We'll do the sticky anyway.
I think it's a great move to do, to be honest. Cool, so that's Batwagon. Now I'm going to fire the rockets from the Batwagon into the spawn. So that is
some good shooting.
15.
Oh, this is just a shot.
Yeah, 21. So that's 9, 10, 15, 21. This will be hitting on 4s.
There's a lot of Dakar.
Someone say more Dakar.
More Dakar. No, it's not quite out yet.
3s. Okay, so not too great on the wound rolls, but 5 wounds minus 2. You will get cover.
So 5 ups.
And these are flat 3 damage each.
Okay, so 9 feel no pains, but I'll have to do them
you do 6 at a time, yeah. So first one.
He's alive on a wound.
Alive on a wound, and he'll tank the other 3.
Yep, he's dead.
Cool. And then all the little shots I said would go into the Master of Execution, so that's all fine. Cool. I was pretty happy with that. I've still got some CP to play with, and a lot of my strats are in your turn. So I do think just to try and get a bit more damage on this model here, I am going to grenade. The only thing I'm actually a bit worried about is this Forge Fiend shooting me. So actually maybe I'm not going to do that. Because then at least that keeps me safe, and it just means you have to charge me. Which I know Khan and Co probably want to do anyway. But yeah, cool. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So right, charging now. So yes, sir.
We've had some super chats and some memberships that I haven't read out yet. So Stephen Cox has become a captain. Thank you very much, and said, "Ork for the win." That's my Ork impression. I hope
that was great. That was fantastic, Seb.
And then we've also had D-Heart come in with another super chat. The 1K asymmetric missions in new mission deck are pretty fun.
Oh, nice.
Oh, cool, nice. Very interesting, actually, yeah.
Asymmetric means that they're different.
Yeah, so it's the one where you have maybe a circle deployment in the middle, and then one player's got the corners of the board potentially.
Yeah, I've seen those.
Nice.
Very interesting. And then also Castellan's coming with another super chat. Just noticed it's Eternal Turn 1 World Eaters charge versus Orks. This battle will take Brom time to finish.
Yes. Right.
And then also, sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
But Castellan's just an absolute legend, is just slapping these out. Another 6 gifted memberships as well, just to make it an even number, they said. So
absolute legend. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It does. We do all really appreciate it. And everybody that has received membership, make sure you thank the relevant people that have done it, and just sort of try and digest as much content as you have here. And if you do enjoy it, make sure you press renew. Right, so I'm going to do the Battle Wagon first.
Lovely.
So Battle Wagon's going to charge. I gave it +1 strength. So I haven't given it reroll charge. What did I roll? I rolled a 3. That's not it.
No.
So I'm going to just reroll it for a CP.
Nice.
I get a 7. So the pivot take me here. I can't finish there. And then I think it basically just works out that it goes like this. Like that.
Yep.
If I can, I'm just going to pivot him very slightly like that. Go like that. Cool, lovely. All right, now the Beastie Boys. They're going to charge. They rolled a 5. I can.
Yeah, the problem with a low score is all those ones at the front are going to have to base.
Yeah, no, don't worry. I've got an idea. So, well, they can only base if they can make it, right? So he can't now fit there and keep coherency. He's going to go here. Okay. This one's then going to come here, like that. This one's then going to come here. This one's going to go there. So keeping like a little gap there, so then there's just not enough room to put a base. He's going to go here. And then what I want to do is just really put him wherever I want. So this beast boss is actually going to come over here. Now, if I'm doing this wrong at any point, you need to tell me. Okay, so that goes there.
Yep.
Then this guy is going to come here. So that keeps coherency there. And then these will go there. And then it means that if I kill all this, I can then pile into that.
Yeah,
that is right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, he can't make base, and he's ended closer.
Yeah.
To the spawn.
Yeah. So everybody model, every unit, every model that could has made base, and then on top of that as well, I've made it so then the beast boss, because he's got the bigger base, it's more likely he's going to be able to come over here. So that's why I've sort of gone with that logic. But that is all right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cool. And then what I'm hoping for is if the battle wagon manages to kill all of these, to then put the battle wagon back here.
So interestingly, what's the damage on your stuff here?
It's all mostly damage 1. Well, except the battle wagon is all damage 2 or D6. These are all damage 1 and damage 2 on the snips.
On the snips.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Because he's damage 2 anyway, so there's no reason for him to go in if you do have any traps like that. What I am going to do quickly, while you have a think, I'm going to roll the charge over there. It is a 9, which I don't mind being on line of sight over here. It's more just like to make sure that you can't hit me hard with this Forge Fiend.
The -1 damage over there does seem interesting.
Yeah. So I can go for 1 CP, I can go sustained or lethal on the unit here. They don't get reroll hits, they're going to hit you on 2s though, and I think the battle wagon's going to hit you on 2, so I think this +1 a hit also works in combat.
Oh, nice.
I am going to check, because I don't want to fiddle you.
Whilst you look for that, we've had Blank come in with 10 gifted memberships.
Oh, thank you, Blank.
All the memberships today.
Yeah. Well, it's all the fantastic quality we offer here at Vanguard Tactics. So thank you to everybody that has gifted memberships. But as I said, for everybody that has got one, please say thank you. On top of that as well, please check out the content. And if you please leave feedback as well. Leave comments on the members' videos because we only want to improve. Cool.
Okay, so
yeah, it does give me +1 a hit in combat as well. So I'll read you the exact attack profile of this, just so then you can so then you have all the information. So this death roller, I am going to tank shock, by the way, with it as well. Sorry, that's something else I wanted to do. So let me resolve that first, because then that could determine if you actually want to do this.
If you kill one, then there's no point in me doing it.
So 10, 4 mortals.
So you could kill one. 2 wounds.
Okay, so that still helps the cause. It does mean, though, I can't do any sustained or lethal. So combat-wise,
I am going to do it.
I'm just going
to do it.
Perfect.
So I'm going to bite the bullet, and I'm going to do it.
Okay, so battle wagon time. So,
because if they survive, I'll stop you from taking my objective.
Yes. So, just checking.
Let's put the durability of spawn to the test.
Yeah.
It's not that great.
Okay, so let's start with the death roller. The death roller gets 6 attacks. It's going to hit on 2s. So 4 hits. Strength 9, so 3s. So 2 wounds. These are AP2. Oh, sorry, AP1.
Okay, 1 goes
and they're damage 1 now because of your ability.
Takes 1 wound. So 1's down to 1 wound.
Okay. Then I'm going to do the grabbing claw. 1 hit. 1 wound. This is AP2.
Damage?
2, so 1.
Takes it. So you kill that 1 spawn.
I kill the 1 spawn, and then I've got the wrecking ball. It hits. Cool. So which spawn did you want to kill?
The banner guy.
This one.
Yeah.
Cool. So because I can't now go there, He can't physically make engagement range here. So this now will just come back here. Keep my mech nice and safe. Now over here. So I've got all the Beastie Boys. So I think I've got 9. Yeah. So let's do the knob first. Knob. There we go. Where's the Beastie Boys? The Power Snapper. So this is going to be hitting on 2s. Just double check. I don't get anything else yet. So 2s, all hit. These are going to be strength 8.
So 3s.
So 3s. So 2 wounds. These are AP 1.
1 goes through.
So 1 damage because of your ability.
Saves it.
Oh no. Then I've got another 15, 24. So 1, 2, 3.
If he
4,
survives, Jake.
5.
There's D6 plus 4 attacks coming at you.
7, 8.
Oh,
Is that right?
the turkey spawn.
Oh, sorry. 1,
Terrifying.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's right. So hitting on 2s. You're not a monster of vehicles, Sam. These I can't.
Oh, I am a monster.
no, but you're not.
I'm a beast.
No, but by the that's what the rule, you're not. Cool. And then I only missed 2. These are 3s because I'm strength 6 now because of my order. Shows how clutch these. It does. This is why I like Beast Boys because they're the extra pip of strength. Ooh. Okay. If you can survive this,
roll
John,
these, yeah.
go for it. These are -1,
So 5 ups.
and they're 1 damage each.
So 0 damage.
Oh no! Don't start that. Hopefully, can tell you a funny story about that.
Okay, I'm probably dead. I'm dead.
Okay, cool. So he kills the spawn. Okay.
Yep.
And then with my 3-inch consolidate, I'm going to be able to consolidate onto the objective, thus taking it for storm hostile objective.
Wow.
We tried. We tried doing multiple things.
I'm pretty
apparently,
happy
but-
with that little play, actually.
Yeah.
I was really happy with that. That's probably the best thing I've done in 40k in ages. So, other than Master. Right. So over there into this spawn, I've got the Beast Boys, and I think it's only fair that I'm actually going to start with the Beast Boss this time because he missed out over here.
He did.
So
So
now
didn't
I've
get
got-
all the fun.
Is that your Beast Boss?
That is the one I painted, yeah.
Cool. So I have kept the tradition of me playing Orcs,
Yes,
Of
of
using
using my orc models. Well, technically it's just you.
which you love. Yeah. So going to do the Beast Chopper here.
Yep.
So this is hitting on 2s, all hit, and then strength 7 because of the order. 6 wounds, AP 1, and these are 2 damage each.
I failed all of them.
So 12
I'm not
damage.
going to even bother rolling.
Nice one. I killed all the spawn, and I killed a Master of Execution. But to be honest, Jordan, it's a pretty good turn for. I still think it's a good turn for you because I've had to deal with all of this.
Yeah.
So it's still a good thing for you. Now the only thing is, I am going to get some points.
Yep.
End of my turn, I'm going to get 2 points for Mark for Death and 4 points for Storm Hostile Objective.
Yep. So 6 points in total.
6 points in total. I'm going to go up to 1 CP.
Lovely. So
Correct me if I'm wrong. You don't score primary, do you, Jake, for going second in the first battle round? Is that right?
No, that is right. Yes, it's
Yeah.
not like Age of Sigmar, which you're used to. So we're only going to be scoring in the start of the turns from turn 2. So Jordan's about to score, I think, 8 primary here.
Yeah, 8 primary, yeah.
Cool.
And that's because you hold the objective in this building here, and because he holds his backfield.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
All right. So we've got to do some blessings.
Divine blessings.
So let's see what we get. 333. That's good. 4. Good.
It's all very ominous. Right, this is good.
I think I'm just going to go. The dev wounds I can't get. That would have been pretty good. No, 333.
You
I
did
could
get
do it. I
triple
could
three.
go for dev.
Oh, you could go Dev Wounds.
Yeah.
That could be really good, because don't Exalted have anti-vehicle?
It's only against infantry you get dev.
Oh.
So I wouldn't be able to get it against that.
That would be
The
mega.
Slaughterbound does get dev wounds though when he does his birthday with 3 damage attacks.
And does he have anti?
He doesn't have anti, no. So I think
He
I
doesn't
might
have an anti.
He doesn't have an anti, no. The fight on death is pretty useless against your army once I kill the beast snaggers because it's all shooting at that point.
Yeah.
Piling consolidate is 6.
Well, the fight on death can be useful for the breaker boys, because what they hit, they will kill. But ultimately, I think there's probably, like you said, there's probably better options for you.
I think sustained and lethal again is just better.
I was going to say, I honestly don't think Dev is actually doing it.
My AP
I don't
is
really
high
have
enough.
a save.
It's high enough to get through your save. So Dev wounds is here and there.
And also, I have a feel no pain on these units anyway.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to go sustained and lethal again.
Perfect. Awesome. So, do your cards. What cards are we going to have? Ooh,
All the cards.
all of them.
There's no challenger this turn
Phantom
either.
2.
Storm hostile.
Storm hostile objective. Okay.
I will take it back, Jake.
No. I think
No
you definitely
prisoners?
will. Oh, no. Okay, pretty cool. Pretty good draw for you here. So why don't we have a word from our next sponsor and we see how we go.
As a wargamer, you're going to know how important dice are to the game. You're going to know the memories that they create, whether they're good, the bad, the sixes, the ones. The most important thing is having quality memories with your friends. And it goes even further when you've got dice that match the theme of your army. Whether you play Ultramarines, Necrons, Orks, Chaos Marines, it really doesn't matter. And the dice are a massive aspect of that. And it's my pleasure to announce our sponsor, the Baron of Dice.
All right, I have some super chats to read out. Bio Big Daddy has super chatted. Hey Jake, what do you think are the most important models to get to start an Ork War army from scratch? Love all the content and all the hard work.
I love you by Big Daddy. You're the reason I do this. You're the man. What
You're
was
the
your
reason.
question, sorry?
What's in this truck?
10 flash kits and the mech captain. Lovely. Cool. So the best things to get to start an Ork army. So there's a few routes. It depends on what sort of theme you want to go. Honestly, what I've started recommending to people starting any army, now we're living in quite a sort of blissful time with having a lot of codexes, is get the codex, have a read, see what sort of fits your theme, see which detachment you like the look of the most. Because with Orks, it is very much the case of I can recommend some very good general units to you, but ultimately, depending on what detachment you want to play, is going to depend. That's going to change it a bit. So let me know if you already have that. So you can just put that in into the chat because we really appreciate your super chat. But you can't go wrong with Grots, Boys, Storm Boys, War Bosses, and Knobs. They'll basically be in most lists anyway. Those sort of units. But then if you let me know if you already have a specific detachment you're looking at playing, then I can recommend you something for that.
Yeah, nice. We've also had a super chat from Mr. The Warp. Orks versus Worldeaters is a match made in heaven for both armies, but we all know Khorne is going to smash Gork and Mork. Go, Jordan.
So what I like is it's like the Mr. Men. Mr. The Warp.
Mr. the Warp.
Oh.
So
So you still got your Berserkers in this right now?
Yep. 2.
I was going to do something funny.
And then I'll advance the Rhino. 4. And then, where do these guys end up with their... So if I just put him there just so I can see. What's that charge into that battle wagon?
Into the battle wagon. So it is exactly a 9. So you need an 8. Is that right?
If it's within...
So it's exactly 9.
Then it'll be 9 inches. Because I won't be within an inch if I make the charge.
Yeah, so it is exactly 9. So it would be a 9.
I think we'll keep him where he is for now.
Scared.
Scared,
Potter.
There it is. We had a question, Jake, about what you took on your battle wagon.
Weapons?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think so.
So it's basically everything but the yard case. So to give you the exact rundown, it's 4 big shooters, 1 death roller, 1 grabbing claw, 1 kill cannon, 1 lobber, and 1 wrecking ball. To be honest with you, because of how I'm sort of trying to use the battle wagon, where I'm sort of trying to make use of the firing deck ability, the other weapons don't really matter. I've sort of identified weapons in my army that I don't have a lot of. So I've tried to go with like a lot of like what I call piddly shots. So just lots of shots that can deal with like hordes, because that's something I don't really have a lot of. A lot of my shooting is very good at killing the marine bodies and upwards. What I don't have a lot of good shooting on is killing things like mass, like gaunts or jackals or anything like that. So that's why I've sort of decided to go that. But the key thing is I don't have the hard case, so I have my firing deck.
Yeah, interesting. Are there quite a lot of options then in terms of war gear for the battle wagon?
Yeah, there's like 3 different guns per slot.
Oh wow, okay.
Basically. And yeah, so and what I found was really strange actually is that you can take all the guns on it, but you don't have to take the hard case. But on the model,
right,
I'm pretty sure you have to put the hard case on the model to then give you all the guns.
Okay.
So yeah, so I don't know. So we are playing it as per it says on. Like I asked George beforehand as well his opinion, and he agreed with me. So
yeah, interesting.
mainly because I was like, I need it. And to be, in all fairness, even if it didn't have all the guns, I still think this sort of combo is quite cool in Orks, and definitely something different because normally you see battle wagons with like 20 boys in. I'm not like reinventing the wheel, I'm not going to lie. I'm just putting a bunch of shooting in a really good firing deck vehicle. I'm just trying to show maybe a different way of looking at Orks, hopefully.
Oh, interesting. I'll read out some other questions we had. Chris Lane asked why his parents don't love him. Chris Lane asked why his parents don't love him.
Chris Lane asked why his parents.
I don't know how to answer that.
Get them on stream.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
Doubles.
Outrageous.
Doubles, yeah. We'll table your parents.
Bring them here. We've also had a question about the battle wagon being able to consolidate back onto the objective. Let me just find it real quick. How's Jake able to consolidate with the truck onto home field when there's spawn right there?
So because I physically couldn't make engagement range of that unit, I then can do the second option being moving back onto the objective. So you only have to consolidate into the unit if it's physically possible to, at least from my understanding. Yeah, if I've done that wrong, I'll just put it
the
back.
beast snaggers from what I saw were obviously, they were blocking, they were an inch model, so they're stopping the battle wagon from getting into combat. Because otherwise it's just going into no man's land and it's not really getting into combat. So
yeah,
that's why.
Yeah, otherwise you're moving, but then you're not actually achieving the goal of what
if
the rule
the boy
says.
that was closest to it wasn't there, then you would have to go into that. But because that boy was blocking the engagement range for the battle wagon.
Yeah, basically what I tried to do was make it so then the battle wagon, one, couldn't actually pivot enough to then get where he needs to do, and two, block off the engagement range while I was quite precise with the charge. As I said, if I've done it wrong, I'm really sorry. But equally, all it really does is just put the battle wagon a bit further this way, which doesn't change the game massively. The only thing it does is it makes it so, one, I've got the battle wagon on the objective, and two, which could be a detriment to myself, but also it makes sure that my mech's within 3 to be able to help in it.
Yeah, nice.
So you had your hand up.
Yeah, we've also had Andy Downs be a member for 45 months.
Andy, don't.
You're not going to believe what he said.
Can I guess?
You could try.
Is he going to wish me luck on my first win?
Yeah, 45 months is still waiting for that elusive first Jake win on the channel. Today could be the day.
Today is.
Do you know what, Andy? When I come back to playing events, I'm going to grudge you. I want you to come down when we actually tell you what, Andy Downs, this is a call out to you. I'm going to cut a promo. When we start doing events here at the Vanguard Tactics Studio, I want you to come along. You'll have to buy a ticket. So make sure you do that. And I want to play you round 1. I'm calling you out. Andy Downs. 1-on-1 at WrestleMania.
I'm going to shoot the forge fiend at your beast snagger boys.
Yeah, because you can say, if people are unsure why he can do that, it's just because you can see through this bit here.
Yeah, and at the minute, he's not really exposing himself enough for the battle wagon to be able to shoot him.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's actually possible unless the battle wagon got onto this piece.
Yeah, which I don't think it can. It could maybe get here, but then the problem is then I'm clipping over that.
Yeah.
So I can equally just get out of the battle.
Just get out and shoot me, yeah.
Yeah.
So the 3d3 shots, okay. I'm going to get rerolls against you as well.
Because I am the closest within 18.
It's the closest eligible, I believe it is. So we'll just double check the wording on it. Within 18, and you are within 18.
Yeah, which I was going to say, because you get rapid fire. Right?
So 3d3 plus the rapid fire.
And plus blast. And there is 10 models in that unit.
Okay, so it's just 5 from the 3d3.
Plus then 3.
Plus then 10. Oh, there's no 9 in there. Now.
No,
there is 10.
No, sorry. So you're going to get plus 6 for blast, plus another 3 for rapid fire.
Lovely.
Yeah, these forge fiends are mega.
4s, reroll misses. And my sustain and stuff is only in combat. So
I was about to say that would be nuts. I'm taking a world eaters gun line.
And then strength 8 or 10? Strength 10, I believe.
I think it's strength
9. Okay, I was wrong both times.
Strength 9?
No, oh, sorry.
Maybe strength 10.
Strength 10, yeah.
Yeah. 2s. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh dear. 10.
Cool. What's the AP? It's AP 3.
AP 3.
Okay.
So you'll get a cover.
I don't think no matter what then, there's anything I'm going to be able to get. And how many was it? 10?
10.
Okay. So there are 9 models in the unit, one of which is a knob. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to roll the knobs one separate. So this is the first one. Okay, he's on a wound. So he'll take then another one, which he's now dead.
Cool.
Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll the rest of these, and any successes I'm just going to re-roll, and any success after that I'm going to re-roll again. This is just if you want it as a tip on how to speed your games up, because I know that's a lot of questions we get here at Vanguard Tactics on our members side, this is one of the best ways to do it for feel no pains. If you've got 1 wound models, just roll however many. I've failed them all, so it wouldn't matter rolling 3 at a time.
Yep. That's
going to kill another 7. So they've got 1 beast snagger boy left and the boss.
Lovely.
Thank you for that knob for tanking 2 wounds.
And he doesn't have overcharge. Hazardous.
No.
Cool. Well, that's my shooting, so I'm going to charge her.
Okay.
He's going to charge into the beast snaggers here.
Okay.
3.
I'm really worried now.
Doesn't make
You're
it.
going to do so. Oh, does he not?
No, I rolled a 3.
Are you sure?
Yeah, 3. I'm literally about 5 inches out.
Oh, sorry. It looked way closer from that angle.
Do I need my CP? What's the charge there?
You're okay. If it helps, I actually think you don't even need to make base here if you rolled a really low charge. So
I'm going to CP re-roll this. Okay. I don't need the AP or anything buffs it. So, and then I'll just have to 1 CP for next turn.
Okay.
Yeah. 4. Well, that just makes it.
And what's really worrying is I think you're going to try and precision out my boss.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then over there.
So no matter what you roll, you're in.
6.
But this just mean you have to base.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Lovely. So you can't interrupt anywhere, right?
I can't interrupt.
So he's just going to tag there.
Yeah.
I can see your war boss.
You can, because sadly, if I put him, if he charged and I didn't put him like that, I could have had him off the terrain.
Yep.
Yes, Seb.
Before we start rolling dice, we've had a massive super chat from Castellan. Oh man, I'm going to butcher this. It's
here we go.
Beastie Boys, Fight for Your Right to Party or something. I don't know how the song goes. You wake up in a field and you don't know.
For the right to why.
You wake up in a field and you don't know. You ask the dog where to go. You miss 2 shots and no skill work, but your leader preaches war. You go berserk, you dive into battle, the best you had. You got to fight for your right
to war.
To war.
That's sick.
I love it.
Yeah. And there's no sleep till Armageddon.
Yeah, no sleep till Armageddon.
dun, 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 dun.
Right, 5 attacks.
Okay.
I re-roll all hits and wounds here because you're a character unit.
Wow.
And I've got sustained and I'm hitting on 2s.
Nice. And you got lethal, right?
Yeah, so I'm going to re-roll fish.
Fish for the face.
No, but I got 2 sustained, 2 lethal.
Sustained. Oh, nice.
Strength 7.
So this is
3s.
3s, yep.
6 is a devs.
6 is a devs, but they happen at the very end.
Yep, so re-roll misses. Okay, so there's 2 lots of devs.
2 lots of devs. Okay.
And then 5 saves. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make you take it on your beast boss because I've got precision.
Yeah. So
do you want how many wings do you have each?
So 6 wings.
6. So 3 at a time then. Okay, these are AP2.
So 5 ups, fail them all. But
2 damage.
You get 6 ups, feel no pains. So I've got 2 left.
So
you
then,
can make me take another 1.
Yep, I've got them here. So
you fail that.
And 2 damage.
So he's now dead.
Okay.
And then there'll be 3 left.
So one save,
which
and
is
then AP2.
So I won't get a save.
Okay, so 2 damage.
I have lost the knob from that unit. So are these just all the same?
It's all the same.
Okay, so if it's okay, I'm just going to take them all at the same time, right? So 1 part, so 1, and then 3 die. Might as well kept assassinate then.
Yeah.
No, it is a really good way of doing it. I think it's really showing off the power of these singular
Master of Execution.
And if you want to know more about these as well, this is actually something we teach on our masterclass, is that right?
Yeah. So this is something that we talk about, is actually having solo Master Executions as well for scoring points. But in this game, I feel like I've needed them to enable me to trade because I've still got 10 Berserkers in that Rhino, and Khan and 10 Berserkers here, and 20 in Deep Strike.
Yeah, that's what's scary as a prospect, is I'm going to run out of stuff quite quickly. Yeah. Because I have chosen to take a lot of my points in this.
In this one thing.
It'll be cool to see at the end how maybe the list changes.
The next one over into the Beast Boss over there. Mm-hmm. So we just fish for sustained and lethal. Okay, so just 1 sustained, 1 lethal.
Yeah.
And then wounding you on 3s. Reroll misses.
Mhm.
So another 2 lots of dev
Cool.
and another 4 saves.
Okay, so do you want me to do the same again?
Same
So
again.
3. So 2 passed.
Okay.
So feel no pain. So he's now on 4 wounds.
Yep.
So I've got 1 spare, right?
1
after
save,
that.
yeah, 1 save.
So I'm fine.
Okay.
And then the 2
lots of devs.
So I'm on 4 wounds, so I need 1 to pass 2 and I live. I passed 2.
Nice.
Giving you change. Cool. That's sort of scuppered the plans there on Storm, I believe, because now we can test that.
Yep.
And maybe hopefully I can try and kill that guy. Cool. So I get to fight now?
Yeah.
Okay. So Beastie Boy going here. So I'm going to do the Beast Boss. Do I go sustained? No, I want to save my CP for this turn. Well, no, actually, a lot of my CPs they were all done in your turn. I really do want to kill him, so I am going to spend a CP.
Okay, lovely.
Okay. I'm going to go sustained. So the boss 2s, 1 goes out, 2 goes in, and then strength 7, so 3s. So 4 saves, AP 1, and these are 2 damage each.
4 saves at AP 1.
So 2 damage each.
He is dead.
Crumb.
Okay, well that backfired.
And then I'll just pile in, which means I can get like behind this wall, basically. Cool. Over here, this is where I was sort of tempted to spend the sustained, because this is like more of an opportunity because I've not got any like multi-damage weapons here.
Yeah. What's it? 6 boys.
6 boys, so 18 attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. So these are going to be hitting on 3s now because you've killed my war boss. No rerolls because you're not a monster or a vehicle. Oh my gosh!
Look at all those 6s.
Yeah.
Look at all those 6s.
Look at them chickens.
Look at all those chickens.
And then 3s because I'm strength 7. If I was in the what? No, sorry, I'm strength 6. So either way, it's still 3s. So 7 at AP 1.
Just 4 ups.
Dunk.
I believe I'm on a wound left.
Wow.
Nice. One
Good
wound
work.
left.
Hopefully I could try and pistol whip you next turn. Cool. So that's the end of that then.
Yep.
So what do you score?
So I didn't get Storm because failed over there, bounced off the invols. So I think we'll get rid of Storm for a CP.
Yeah.
Because I want 2 going into your turn.
Okay.
And no prisoners. I'm only going to get 2 points. So a bit of a lackluster score in turn.
I think the only thing I could have really recommended is actually instead of doing your precision how you did it, is maybe just try and do it, kill the 1 boy.
Yeah.
And then you at least get 2 points for no prisoners, because then we can test this at worst case scenario, but you still get 2 points. But I see where you mean.
I was like,
you should have really. I got very lucky on my invulnerable saves. So.
Dice be dicing, bro.
Yeah. Cool.
Right, so yeah, 2 points on no prisoners, and yeah, we'll go into your turn next. So I'm on 2 CP,
and I'm on 1.
Yep.
So cards wise, so without primary first, because I'm going to debate on whether I want to pass this auto pass this one. I think I am, but we'll just see the cards to see if it makes more of a difference, right? So secure no man's land.
Yep.
Okay, already I think I know the answer to my question, and no prisoners. So quite an interesting one, because in terms of no prisoners, so if this dies, you don't get to do this whole like get out and move thing, right?
Yeah. So if you move within 9, I can
it's
just
if move
disembark.
within 9,
Yeah.
not if I shoot you.
No, just move.
Is there a strat to get out if I shoot you?
So no, that's in the Gore Track Onslaught. So what I can do is I can blood search 8 for 1 CP.
Okay.
But as soon as you move within 9, I can just disembark.
Well, already in my head, I definitely don't want to move.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's already made that decision really easy. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to spend a CP and I'm going to auto pass the war boss here.
Yep.
So that's going to get me 8 primary. Because also what it's going to get me is a minimum of 2 on secure no man's land. Now I've got to debate if I want to war. So already I don't want to move this unit at all.
No.
So this unit's out of the question.
Which is why I advanced it to force that decision if it did go wrong.
Now, all the war's really going to get me this turn is the Breaker Boys.
Yep.
It's really difficult. So let's have a pre-measure. So 9, that's my move out of this battle wagon. So an advance would get me a maximum here. And then a charge. Because are you right up against the wall?
I'm touching the wall, yeah.
Okay, so I need a 7 then. Before an advance. Oh no, is that before an advance? Yeah, before an advance. And I do really back Breaker Boys just to absolutely crump that unit into the next century. So the interesting thing here is that I really need the CP from the grot, so then I can 1 CP fall back and charge here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna war.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna scream it though, because otherwise I'll die. Cool. So I am gonna war. More just to get the Breaker Boys to the point they need, because I need to be your toughness 6, right?
Yeah.
So what this means is also I don't have to order, and I could do something else maybe with my order. Cool. Let's do it. Let's give it a go. I'm quite excited. Let's have some fun with this. So, cool.
How are chat doing, Seb?
I was about to say, I'll read out some questions.
Yeah, please do.
I don't get the CP. Very key with that as well.
Pleased with that?
No, key.
Oh, okay.
That's very key, Seb.
Okay, sorry. I was going to say, why would you be pleased? Let's see, some questions. I'm just going to look at everything that has a question mark. Chris Lane, do you have an opinion on the new tactics in AOS, LPP, and SEB? I've not looked at them. I don't know if there's been any more information, but I did see that I believe there's something about having to pick them when you do your army list or something, which is very interesting that you have to lean into something, and maybe it'll take a bit of adaptability out of the game, but also, who knows? That could be very interesting, trying to like build your list in a new way. Adds a little bit more depth to what you're doing. By Big Daddy said that he's looking at Speed Freaks and Bully Boys.
Okay, so for Speed Freaks, you can't go wrong with literally any buggy. Death Copters in particular look really good now because of their points drops. Even to the point where I'm debating on maybe like leaning that way with Orks. And then for Bully Boys, you can't go wrong with like anything that's a war boss. So like remember, you've got beast bosses that are war bosses. You've got mega armor war bosses, normal war bosses, and they like so a lot of the Bully Boy lists that I ran in as well had like mega knobs and knobs, but you can't go wrong with these like units like beast snagger boys and normal boys as well. Like a big unit of 20 boys with a war boss. Remember, it does become a war boss unit, so it can get the benefits of the double war
and a pain boy.
But just the stratagems really are key around these knob and mega knob units. So again, like I said, the knobs and boys sort of make fit for the rest of it. But if you're wanting to do Speed Freaks in particular, Death Copters are really good, and War Bikes. I think some of the buggies are good. Now they've gone down in points, but maybe not as useful.
There's a really interesting one actually. Is the I think it's the custom booster black. I might be wrong in that one, but it's the one that teleports.
Advance this unit.
So it can teleport when I think it shoots and then teleports.
Oh wow, okay. That's pretty sick.
Yeah, it's a really interesting one actually.
Yeah. Any other questions? Stephen Cox has asked, if I get the lessons done about my Tyranid detachment, can I choose to be taught by Mike, or is it fixed for each faction who gives the lessons?
So Mike is actually no longer with us here at Vanguard Tactics. So obviously Mike's left to go to sort of do other adventures as well. So thank you very much, Mike, obviously for everything you've done. I've already said this before. So he's going to be sorely missed. So I'm unsure. I know he's staying on to do a few bits of coaching to finish up, but I'm unsure if he would come back and do more. Obviously, never say never, right? But other than that, in terms of how we assign coaches, it's very much of you sort of say what you want to get out of the coaching, and then we find a coach that's best for you.
Yep.
Yeah. So hopefully you will still consider. I'm actually going to take. Is you okay if I take this move back?
Yeah, sure.
Because what I've realised is I actually don't need to move this to do what I want to
get your points.
Yeah. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in
the building.
In this building,
Inch away?
An inch away, yeah. And it will fully heal. I'm a bit worried here because I think you're going to absolutely mullet me here. So bomb squig wise over here, I've got 2 bomb squigs, but I have advanced, so I can't use any. And then what I've done here is made it so that I can just see this, and hopefully just going to blow it up. I could choose to get out and get the +1 to hit and wound, but knowing that there's nothing you can do with be shooting it, so there's no like reactive thing, makes me make me feel a lot better here.
Yeah.
I could do an order here for +1 strength. Now, what does that actually achieve for me? So the war boss. Let's have a look quick, because I think the war boss can go to strength 12 if I do.
Sure. Which will make me win on 2s.
Yeah, which would be a big break point for me. I'm really gutted I didn't get the CP as well, actually. Because that's another really big thing, because I could have even gone sustained here.
Yeah. And the one thing you've done over there is because you haven't moved is I can't do my disembark and stuff.
Because I can't risk you having this.
Yeah, because the Berserkers could then blood surge potentially if you shoot them, and it could get messy.
No. Lenal. So what I'm going to do, I am going to do the order because it does make the war boss strength 12.
Sure.
Sorry.
You pass because you're leadership 6.
I am. Do you know what? I never knew that. I thought they were all leadership 7.
War bosses are all leadership 6. It's really weird, isn't it? But
well, no, it's not. They should be.
No, because Marines are 6.
Yeah, but a war boss is.
He's a coward. Is that your movement done?
That is all of my movement. I think. Let me just have a look. The only thing I will do, because I know there's a rapid ingress potentially.
Just scream me out, yeah.
Is literally just do this. If I haven't done it, I don't think you could fit.
I'm telling
I honestly
you
don't
my
think
idea is to go back here.
For a cheeky
heroic potentially, yeah.
So I don't mind that at all because my ultimate goal is just to try and muller this unit here. I don't mind too much if the unit of 20 is going to come in and spend 2 CP and do that. Don't mind that at all. Because I think my flash kit unit, this is what I'm trying to save the flash kits for, you see. Because they're super good into Khorne Berserkers because of the 2 damage.
Right, okay.
That's why I was sort of like, oh, do I move over there? Do I not? The chat enjoying the game so far, Seb?
Yeah, I had loads of people chatting, interactions and everything. I mean, lots of questions coming as well. I've got more questions to read out later as well. And yeah, people are having a good time. Moobin's here from Play On as well.
Hello, Moobin. How are you? Not Billy's bestie. She goes, bestie.
Bestie.
Bestie. Yep. You know, like anime voice. What I would like actually for people to comment, and then Seb, you can read them out maybe in the next meme phase.
Okay.
Is why did you tune in today? Did you tune in because it's your army and you want to see us play your army? Are you tuning in just because you're a general fan of the channel and you're just sort of up for whatever video, or are you tuning in to maybe like learn something new? Okay, or if you're a new viewer and you've never watched us before, let us know in the chat. I know obviously it's members chat, so actually
I could make a poll.
Yeah, do that, Seb.
Well, read the options out to me again.
So I want to know if they're just watching because it's the armies they're playing. They play. So their army.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know if they're learning just for general tactical advice, or just like general, just wanting to learn something in general.
Yep. Or
if they're just watching because they just watch. They just watch. They're just no matter what's on, they'll always watch. Okay. And then also, if you want to like put it in the poll, and then also comment that as well, and then Seb can read a few out. I think that's a cool idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool.
Sounds good.
So is that your? Oh, hello there.
Hello there.
Hello there. Right, going to start off with the shooting. So let's go over to the Beast Boys first. I'm going to see if I can pistol whip your
6 pistols.
Yeah. So 5s to hit. Oh, sorry. I'm going to get rid of that because I don't have that buff anymore.
Yep.
Instead, I have it. 3 hits.
4s.
2 wounds.
3 ups. 1.
Oh, doink! Doink. So 2 points for no prisoners. Cool. Battle wagon. It's battle wagon time. It's battle wagon time. Everything from the battle wagon is going to shoot out into this rhino.
Mm-hmm.
So to reiterate, I'm going to be using firing deck to shoot out 9 rocket launchers and 2 shock attack guns.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to roll them first. So 2 shock attack guns. That is 10 because it gets +1. 6. So hitting on 4s because the mech touched it. And then strength 9. So I think, is it
4s.
toughness?
The toughness 9.
Are they?
Yeah, right.
Oh, okay. That's 6 at AP 4.
With cover?
I think you get cover. I don't think I can wholly see you.
6, yeah?
Yeah, 6, please. So AP 3.
AP 3, yep. Yeah. So 5 go through.
Okay, let me roll. You are dead.
Do I blow up?
That is 20 damage.
I don't.
Okay.
So then I've got 10 guys inside.
Mm-hmm. And they can't do anything. They can't do only if I shoot them. They can.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
No wounds. Oh, sorry, one more for the.
No moving.
No moving. They're all good. So let's place these 10 out.
Cool.
Well, Well, the army's all popping out now. Hello.
So I'm just sort of forcing the issue at this point. So I know they're going to get out anyway. So I might as well just sort of make it so then they're in this thing.
Because you can't shoot me now, can you? With this.
What would have probably been more like a bit more tactical with me is to maybe get both units out, do the orders on them. One shoots the rhino and kills it, and the other one shoots. But the thing is, I think if I do that, I just give up all the tank busters, and I can't afford to do that. I could have brought on a unit of tank busters, because this is what turn is this?
It's turn 2.
Okay, so I could have brought on some tank busters, but again, I'm sort of waiting to when I can go into Jaws deployment zone and maybe do some tricks there.
Cool. That's 10 berserkers.
Perfect. That's all the shooting. So I'll get 2 points for no. So I'm going to get 4 points for no prisoners so far. Now charging, right? The breaker boys are coming. Right. Charge. A 9. Okay. Can I?
I can charge through models and terrain.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, just
no. It's just more like if I had to. So what I'm seeing first is can I make base, and I don't think I can with my move. So I'm going to have to just go like this. Like I'm going to have to go all the way round because I want them all to fight. Because otherwise I don't think I kill you. So there we go. So that's all that. But you within 6, I assume you are.
Yeah. Now the problem I've got, this didn't advance, did it?
No, it could charge.
Yeah, and I don't want that because I want my charge buff. So if anything, I need to go that side.
Yeah. So ultimately I could decide to give up a breaker boy and put that there so he wouldn't get to fight. And then I think I'm out of heroic. But I don't think the maths then are in my favour at that point. Do you know what? I really want to see your unit do something.
Now I've thought about it, if I charge because of where you put the battle wagon, battle wagon charges me.
Yeah.
I then get stuck in combat. I can't fall back.
It's also got a lot of 2 damage as
exactly,
well.
Which is not worth that. But at least I've got them ready then to advance and charge and do what they need.
Yeah. I think that rapid ingress was a really good rapid ingress, even if you're willing to heroic or not. But like you said, it's also the other thing I guess you run the risk of is because you... Well, no, so you're heroic, so you do get the...
I still get a +2 strength.
Oh, okay, then don't worry. I was going to say, like, the one thing is downside is that, but it's not.
And I do
actually.
mortals on the charge with Lord Invocatus.
The other thing I guess you run the risk of is, like, the war boss just turning around and just snipping at the unit, because he's going to get 10 attacks.
Depends where I place the models.
Oh, sure, because you could just avoid the war boss.
Yeah, but then if I roll sufficient here, and I do have to make base.
Yeah, he could.
With a model.
Well, no, he couldn't go that way because he'd be closer.
But I could decide to move from that end first.
Yeah.
And just get a bunch of berserkers over here.
Yeah.
And then that means that these models wouldn't then be able to go there.
Yeah.
Because I'd then be forcing the coherency that way.
Yeah.
So I think we'll heroic that side.
Okay.
And we'll do that. So then I'm not going to take the hit from the battle wagon.
So equally, so this is just like as a general moment of teaching for people. To avoid this, I could just give up a breaker boy and put it here.
Yep. So,
but I'm not going to be doing that because one, we want to show off this heroic, but two, because I also don't trust me to kill this whole unit, and I feel like I was willing to take the trade anyway, rightly or wrongly. But yeah, I think this is the best thing to do for me.
But then even if I do that, I could be stuck in combat and I can't fall back and do what I want.
So profile wise, T5, 2 wounds each. 4 up save. I'm in the war, so I have a 5 up invul as well. There's no -1 to wound. And I guess the only other thing I could do in your turn is if you do fall back, I can move. But then, like you said, you don't have any access to fall back and charge.
Yeah. But then if I charge berserkers, I should have enough because I do mortals on the charge because of Lord Invocatus.
Okay.
Which I believe he doesn't even have to be in base for. I believe it's his unit. Sorry, I know we're taking a long time, but this is quite a.
It's a cool thing to show off as well, like because this is quite this is a rapid rescue, as Jack
rapid rescue.
Yeah. So it is even if a berserker makes it in combat, I do the mortals, which is interesting.
Okay.
Normally, it was like if a juggernaut does it, right? I'll do it. So I spend my CP and I'll do it.
Okay,
let's do it. I rolled a 10.
Okay. So a big charge there, but then, like you said, you're going to come round this way to try and avoid any like potential battle wagons or anything else.
What would have been cool is if I had my 6-inch pile and consolidate.
Oh yeah, well I think that just hits.
Because then I could have then potentially got onto that objective.
Yes. which would have been really scary. And then at that point, it then forces me actually to charge the beast boss in to just try and kill them all.
Yeah.
Because I know there's no heroic here. Interrupt here. It's also quite big.
We'll put him there. Put the Lord there. Because then if I do start to remove models, he can move in and get into combat there.
Yeah, cool. Now I'm hoping, fingers crossed, this unit is just going to be dead. Like this 8-bound unit.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's see if I do some mortals.
Okay.
Now, if I roll a 6, it's bad news for you.
Okay. It's not bad
I rolled
news.
a 4, but it is still D3 mortals.
Okay, so...
One more.
Okay, so you don't kill a breaker boy, which is actually quite a big thing. Cool. Righty-ho. Yes, Seb?
We've had a super chat from Carlos. Hey guys, thanks for all you do. Recently came third in my first tournament.
Yes,
well done.
Well done.
Honestly, I took a lot of inspiration from this channel and Yoel on it.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Well, the most important thing is you did well and you had fun.
Yeah.
So, honestly, fantastic, and thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you. Honestly, it's awesome to hear people doing so well with what we try and convey here at Vanguard. And yes, Sebby.
And we've also had people with some memberships that I'm just going to read out. So, Adapt UK, aka Adam, as we know, has been a member for 39 months. Ooh. Just absolute legend. Captain level as well. Just amazing support. Joined for the content, stayed for the community. Almost hit the big 40 months supporting the channel. Thank you.
Looking forward to seeing you later, mate. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much. It does mean the world to us, and just can't put into words how grateful.
I'm not going to have my birthday if he survives.
One more. Eugene has become a VT member.
Thank you, Eugene.
Absolute legend. Thank
you.
So
yeah, see, all the memberships are rolling in, people. So remember, if you like what we do here, keep that renew membership buttons. Equally, if you don't like it, please let us know why. Let us know how we can maybe adapt and change to try and cater.
Adapt.
It's just what I do, innit?
It's just what you do.
It's who I am, mate. I always war in my second turn.
Yeah, true.
Right, here we go. So Breaker Boy. So I'm just going to do the smash hammers first. This is all into the 8-bound. So 2s to hit. And these are strength 8 now because of my my war and my order. So 3s. And these are 9 AP2 flat 3 damage.
Wow, that's pretty scary, isn't it? They're dead.
Oh, all of them?
Yeah.
Okay, so good news for me. Didn't need the war boss and didn't need the.
He's only got 6 wounds, and they've only got 3, and I failed more than 5
nice.
there. So.
Okay, so I've definitely got max on no prisoners. Very annoying because then I could have potentially maybe put a few more into there, but I didn't want to risk it, and I got what I wanted, so I'm very happy with that.
It was a nice short fight.
yeah, it was. Yeah, you go for it, mate. Show me what you got.
Okay, I will. Right, so he's going to go in. You can't pivot. He has to go straight. He's going to go up, up, up. Then we've got a bunch here that can't fight. So we got 1, 2. We've got 3 eviscerators that can fight. He's just going to come around here. He's going to come around here.
Very briefly, Mr. The Warp has chimed in and said, Invo's mortals say with engagement range of his model. But did you...
No. So his mortals are if his unit makes.
Yeah.
Just read it out again, just so then.
So each time this model's unit ends a charge move, select one enemy unit with an engagement range of this model.
That's engagement range,
of this model, which he was, right?
Of his model.
No, he wasn't. So take your wound back, mate. Take your wound back. Thank you for pointing that out. Yeah.
Okay. It is worded weirdly because normally rules like that would say rather than saying engagement range of this model's unit, engagement range of this model, and it wouldn't have the first bit. So easily done, but thank you for pointing that out.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.
Also, real quick, another membership. Little People Painter has been a member for 20 months.
You didn't need to read that.
Get back to work.
Hang on.
Damn, Adam nearly at 40 months. I'm slacking. Much love. Smiley face.
Hang on.
Oh, he's
Right.
My mic's on, don't say anything, but well done for 20 months. Shut up, Billy.
Okay, so we'll do the eviscerators first.
Okay, sure.
So hitting, what does Lord Invocatus like actually? Does he have? He's got death wounds, that's pretty good. So hitting on 3s here.
Yep.
No rerolls. That was a miss. 1 sustained and 1 lethal.
Okay, so put that to one side.
And these are going to be strength 10.
And the toughest 5. Yeah.
So 2s. So it's another 5 saves, please.
5 saves on my invul. And what damage are they?
2 each.
Okay, so I failed 3. So that will be 3 dead because there are only 2 wounds each, the Breaker Boys. So
Cool.
I'll take these 2. So I'll take the Sergeant of the unit. And I'll take this one as well.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
The Sergeant doesn't really do anything cool.
Sorry, I've missed some attacks there because I've got +1, so I need to roll 3 extra attacks there. I only
3?
rolled 9 attacks.
Oh, sure.
And they have +1 attack on the charge.
Okay. What's it? Oh, this is the Eviscerator.
Eviscerators.
Cool.
1 more save, mate.
I passed that one.
Nice. And then I've got 50 attacks from the chainswords.
Oh my god. Just roll 25. And
Yeah.
then we'll see. Then I'll evaluate how many wounds you did, and I'll probably just end up taking them all off.
Right, hitting on
Such
3s.
a scary unit.
Only 1 sustained and lethal. And then these are now going to be strength 6.
Yeah, this is the big thing, so 3s. Okay, not the best on there, but with an average roll, I think you
5, 9 wounds there, mate.
Okay, 9. These are 5 ups. So I do pass quite a lot here, so that's 2 dead total. So we'll go with these 2.
And then another 25.
You know. Huh? Yeah, another 25. I could do it, you know. You could do it. I love my little Breaker Boy conversions as well, so it's cool
1,
getting
2,
to put
3,
them on the table.
4 lethal sustained.
Yeah.
And then when you want 3s.
I was just like, yeah, let me put them up.
Sorry,
Yeah.
let me pick them up, bro.
Yeah, this is like the one unit my army really
5,
like.
10, 12,
Oh, that's really cool.
16
Yeah,
wounds.
anyway.
Okay, this is more like 16. There's 10. They're all dead. Cool. Nice one. You don't get to pile in because there's no objective.
I can't get onto
there.
the objective, no.
So that does conclude my turn, and it is going to be a big points turn for me. I'm going to get 10 points there, 5 for no prisoners and 5 for secure,
Yeah.
which I'm pretty happy about. So then going into your turn, Jord.
Yeah, I'm going to get 8 on primary.
Yep.
Sorry, I am the challenger because I am actually...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
Wowzers.
I had 25 points and you got 34.
Yeah. Ooh.
So going into round 3, I am going to get my primary.
Yep.
I'll draw my challenger card so
Yep.
we can see it now, okay?
Okay, so what is it? Ooh. We've got...
Pivotal moment.
So this is...
Damn it, I can fall back in charge.
No way.
No, it's the one thing we didn't want to happen.
Oh, and advance and charge.
Yeah,
So I don't need to do it for free, yeah. I can do it for free, sorry. Or 1 or more enemy units were destroyed this turn. 3 points for that or advance and charge.
It depends on like if you need it. So tell you what, do your secondaries.
Yeah, let me get my...
Yeah, do your secondaries. So
Establish locus,
okay.
marked for death.
Okay, so marked wise, do you want to give me these things?
There you go, mate.
I'll give you. So this is the one you're going to pick. Have you got one more? Yeah.
1 more there.
So what I'm going to go. See, this is quite difficult for me because I don't have lots of units on the table. So I'm going to go the grots. I'm going to go the truck, and I'm actually going to go the mech.
Okay.
Okay. So maybe forces something out of you, because I think you're gonna gun for the battle wagon anyway.
Yeah, I'm going to pick this war boss unit.
Here. Okay. Cool. So if you kill this unit with the purple marker, George's going to get 2 points. If he kills any of the ones with the skulls, he gets 5. And then what's your other card? Establish locus.
Establish locus,
So
yeah.
why don't you have a think about it?
Yeah.
A word for the next one.
If you're serious about wargaming, protecting your models is a must. We invest so much time and money and effort into painting our models and getting them ready for the tabletop. So why risk damaging them with bad storage? So that's why at Vanguard Tactics, we've partnered with Battle Foam, the very best in the business for transporting and protecting your miniatures. Their bags are not only incredibly durable, but they look great and they're comfortable to carry. Battle Foam is my go-to for tournaments and travel, and I wouldn't trust my army with anything else. So if you want the best protection for your models, this is it.
Okay, so I am... Established Locust just is so annoying because I don't want to do it.
I think the thing is, though, this turn, there's a good position for you to just run at me and try and do as much damage as possible because of not having a lot of assets. Like, because a lot of my assets are here and here. So I actually think you could probably get away with foregoing Locust potentially this turn.
Yeah. And then probably just charge in here to...
That's one unit.
Keep me also... They probably shouldn't be able to get shot once I've done the damage here, hopefully. And then that still keeps me an asset that can then potentially advance and charge later.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to let Khan and his boys just go and deal with these guys.
Nice. We've
now
had
the other... Oh, sorry, mate. You carry on.
Oh, okay. We've had a super chat from Castellan, number 4 in the poll, having a great game.
Amazing.
Which is a good reminder. We can cover the poll in a minute.
Yeah, so what did people say from the question I asked them?
Sorry, were you going to say anything else, George, just before?
I was just going to say why I'm going to... Because I could move them out and charge this truck. Now, that is a good idea, but then I probably lose primary in my next turn because these guys then just come out and take the objective. And I'd rather try and keep primary points. And then hopefully with 20 Berserkers, a Forge Fiend, should be able to do the damage here to force all these assets out. So it's going to be more about trying to force things with a big brick in the middle and keeping assets alive still for my next turn and also keeping primary. So that's why I did that.
Yeah, interesting plays. I'll go through the list of what people said, but first of all, I'll cover the poll. So the poll was, why are you watching today? We had 106 votes. 32% said, these are armies I play or love, /love. 30% said learning for general knowledge, and 38% just to watch you guys.
Well, there we go. It does intrigue me because we do notice here there's a lot more views on some videos with certain army matchups. Like when me and Steve have played like our main armies before, we get way more views. Or like if you play Blood Angels, like we get way more views than if we just play random armies that we're not used to as such.
Yeah.
So that's really interesting. Yeah, read us some of the comments.
Yeah, sure. So I'm not going to read everyone's names just because there's a lot of things to read. So, to see your lovely faces, because I love you all and I missed you. Channel fan posts this good background noise while I'm working. I've just tuned in because I like game.
Good.
I just like the VT crew, so I'm just here to support the homies, but really I'm here for Bestie. I'm not going to read out the name for that one. You probably guessed.
Yeah.
I watch for the QTs. Oh.
Thanks.
5 exactly.
Watching the Orks because this is honestly one of the best ways for me to relax after work.
Amazing.
I tuned in because I love VT. Every time I join the streams, I get to talk to the amazing people here and get to learn something new, regardless if it's my army or not. I just enjoy the experience.
Well, thank you. Well, that's really kind as well. And something you can do if you want to help us a bit more here at Vanguard Tactics is put those as comments when the video comes out. Because what that does is it increases our sort of engagement, which then means that more people are going to be recommended to us, to us, to them. And yeah, so if you could leave that as a comment at the very end, once this goes live as a video, put that as a comment. And yeah, just let us know because it is really good feedback. It's good feedback and also it helps us out. So yeah, thank you very much. It's awesome. It's something I've always wanted to know. So it's good to be able to engage with you guys there. And don't forget, we have a lot coming up as well. Obviously, members side as well. Today at 4 p.m, you'll be able to sort of join myself and Billy as we discuss the members lounge and sort of how the meta's changed with the new balanced data slate. Something that I'm really looking forward to actually talk about. And obviously we're going to have a whole discussion, get everybody's thoughts in, and sort of like a big knowledge font, as it were.
Knowledge font.
Knowledge font. Fountain. Knowledge fountain.
New spell unlocked.
Yeah, there's so many berserkers on the board.
Oh my God.
It's really overwhelming, actually.
Yeah. I
hate red as well as a colour. Football, so like it's just like no, Thomas Partey is not clear. No, McAllister, no. Stop it, Arsenal fans.
Right, I've done my move.
Yeah.
I'm actually not going to use the stratagem, surprisingly, because I don't need to.
Yeah. I think that one would have been really good one if you couldn't kill a lot this turn, but I think you're going to pick, like already you're going to pick up 2 units. Just
the also
here.
consideration I've got is I'm not going to get established.
Yeah.
So this effectively replaces my established locus card, and then I can get rid of that for a CP.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of instances in 40k where some people do get a bit sort of down if they can't score a certain card. Now remember, if you can do loads and loads of damage, that it's not going to matter. A great man did once tell me that dead models can't score points.
That man was Ben Jones.
That man was Brian Sev.
Oh,
I know, dead models don't have AC. That was...
Right, so he is the closest eligible target, because I can't actually see them.
Yeah.
So I am going to shoot into the battle wagon.
This is really, really big here, because if you don't kill this battle wagon... I know you've also got grenades and stuff.
So have you got any strats to reactively shoot or anything?
No.
No, cool. So, because basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot, take you down a bunch of wounds, hopefully.
And then try and grenade.
And then, well, I can do the charge with the unit. And
then pile into me.
Pile into you.
Yeah.
So I'm not too fussed.
It just would hamper how many would get in, though.
But I'm not confident I'm going to pick it up in one.
I think you will, because I am only T10.
Okay, so
you're winning on
force,
because I've not got the hard case on.
Well, I've got... sorry, that's 2, and then +3 for rapid fire.
Yeah.
So,
the only thing is, I'm just going to... I can't pop smoke.
Oh, did I do my blessings this turn? I didn't, did I?
No, you didn't. Sustained lethal, great.
Yeah, basically, yeah. I don't know if I can go sustained lethal. I know this is doing out of phase, but...
That's fine. I've got a super chat whilst you find it. So Castellan's just asked about the Battle Foam advert. I'm going to get timeout, but wanted to ask, how did it hold up in the car accident that Steve had? Were the minis okay?
They weren't, but admittedly, if you saw the car, you probably wouldn't be surprised. So, but they are a fantastic sort of source of case battle foam. I actually have had great experience with them in the past for other game systems as well, specifically War Machine. I used their case, that they did a specific War Machine case. I don't know if they still do it, but it was absolutely fantastic. And like what I loved about it is just even just their foam case is not even the magnetic one. Is that it had like compartments for everything, so I didn't need a rucksack. So every single time I went out and played, I could literally just have all my dice, my books, everything in this one thing, including my water bottle as well. Wow. So yeah, I'd 100% recommend checking out Battle Foam. They are a fantastic. They are fantastic, and we are honoured to have them here as well.
So I'm going to go for lethal hits.
Okay.
And also going to go for piling solid 6.
Oh, so you didn't get sustained?
No.
Okay.
I can't actually activate it unless I either go sustained or lethal. I actually think lethal hits is just going to help me a bit more.
Perfect.
So especially in those later rounds when I'm stuck in combat. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to do.
Perfect.
Right. So my shots. Right. So I'm hitting you on 3s. Reroll.
Yep. 4s. They hit on
4s. Sorry. Yeah, yes. Complete.
I was like, they have to have a downside. They get a million shots.
Imagine if they hit on 3s. That'd be nuts. No wounds.
Oh, okay. Wow. Oh, we're in.
I'm not going to shoot anything else. He's let me down. He's staying where he is. Charges. So we'll start here with Carnage unit. 7. So I'm just going to put them. Put them like that. He's going to have to stay with them. Like that. He can go there. He can go there. He can go there. And then he can just go into that bit there.
You have no idea also how excited I am to roll tank buster shots into this unit. I'm actually like...
They've rolled an 8.
Frothing at the mouth. Like ready, like... Oh, God.
Well, let's see if we can actually destroy it.
I think you will. Like, if you don't, this will be very unfortunate. Hashtag tactical wagon.
Hashtag tactical wagon.
The Venga bus. My friends are at Download, and they saw the Venga boys yesterday.
Yeah?
Yeah, I say jealous. I don't really go to concerts or festivals or anything, but if you're not sure what Download is, it's a big festival here in the UK, so that's what we're talking about. But yeah, they got to watch the Venga boys, and I was really jealous, because I love the Venga boys.
So do I, with my Desolation Marines, I love them.
And that's Venga launcher.
Oh, sorry.
There isn't one there, like boom, boom, boom. T-shirt cannon, boom, 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 boom.
And then there's head into the...
I want a double war.
Dum, 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 dum.
And what I'm going to do, Jord, to make things a lot easier is I'm just going to remove this unit.
Are you touching the wall quick?
I am, yeah.
So I'm going to
put...
charge the Force Fiend as well.
Oh, sure.
6? I don't know if that makes it.
I don't think that will.
No.
So what I'm going to do is I am just going to remove them.
Sure.
Because I've only got 3 wounds between them and I've watched what the army does. So far you've killed 2 units for your...
Right, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to spend... I'll need to do my mortals with the Lord Invocatus.
Okay.
Doesn't do it, I don't think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a fail. On a 2 to 3, you take 1 mortal.
6. So I'm down.
We're off to a good start, guys.
Off to the races. 15 wounds left.
15 wounds. Well, it's all uphill from here. So I'm going to spend 1 CP, and I'm going to get plus 1 AP to counteract your minus 1 AP from your battle wagon.
Perfect, cool.
So we'll go with Lord Invocatus first, because let's just see what he can do.
Invo Chuggerman.
Lord Avocados. He's got 8 attacks with the plus 1, hitting on 2s. That's 3 lethal.
Yep.
And
sorry,
then,
I also meant and sustain, but you don't have that.
I don't have that, mate. Right. Strength 8.
Toughness 10.
So 5s, 6s are dev. 1 wound.
1 wound.
So 4 in total with lethals. AP 3, so AP 2. Because you're minus 1, right?
But what's your base AP?
2.
Okay, so just tell me your base AP,
sure.
and I'll just know the difference. So that's all failed. So that's 8 wounds, right?
Yep.
It's down to 7.
And then my bladed horn.
Yeah. Well done.
2 hits. 2 lethals, right?
Okay.
The hits on 3s, yep. 5s. Nope. 2 wounds. AP 1.
Baseline.
Lovely. That's him done then. So then we got
about to make 1 million men.
Have you piled
them in?
No, I haven't. Yeah, so 6 inches is quite big.
So just remember, obviously, you can't. That's been knocked, so that's like the prop where it should be.
Cool. So he's going to go. Let's move this that way. Just around there.
You've got loads of attacks here, haven't you?
I have.
Okay. What I think's good for this, you just roll hit wounds.
Yep.
Actually, could you roll the eviscerators first?
That's what I'm going to do.
I really need the loo. So,
yeah, no worries.
So what I was going to say is that roll the eviscerators. If I don't die, then I can go to the loo. Because while you do all your little attacks.
And this guy, I can't get in that gap, can
I? You can, because you can move to there, and that will actually get him in contact with my mech.
And I'm still within 2 of 2?
Yeah, because you'll be 2 there and 2 there.
Cool. We'll do that.
Cool. So does he want to hit the mech? Because he's one of the big mark.
Let's do that.
Targets.
Let's do that. So I've got.
Do you have enough attacks to kill him? He's got. I think he's got 3 or 4 wounds.
It's 1 chainsaw, yeah. I've got 5 attacks.
Okay. I've got 4 wounds, and I'm still in the war.
Okay.
So you might as well. Right?
I'm going to do it. 'Cause it's just 1 chain axe.
Yeah.
So this is the eviscerator zone.
Okay.
Just the 1 lethal, actually.
Oh.
So these are going to go to strength 10.
Toilet.
So these are 4s.
Oh, okay, cool.
Just 3, actually.
I'm going to the toilet, maybe. 3.
AP 2.
AP 2. So 2 damage each, right?
Yep.
Okay, down to 3. Roll on the mech quick for the 1, and then I'm going to go to the lead.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so you're not killing him.
2 wounds.
So he's down to 3. Right. Roll him out. I'm going to the toilet quick.
Cool.
And then, actually, while you're rolling, Seb, read some comments.
Okay. I didn't want to go to the bathroom either.
2.
No, I'm kidding.
So basically, I've got over 100 attacks here.
Sheesh, man.
Because there's 5 attacks per Berzerker. I've rolled 5 of them already, so I've got 15 models still to roll. So 15 times 5, yeah, it's quite.
Oh my God.
It's quite a bit.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the up close camera shot, and it's just like a third of the table is red.
Just Berzerkers.
Yeah.
So this is 25 attacks. So hitting on 3s. Take out the 1s and 2s.
Well, people enjoy dice rolling ASMR.
Yep, here you go. There's 3 lethal so far. And then I'm wounding him on 5s. Ooh. Saucy. That was a wound there. And then, so that's 25 so far. 10. So that's another 20 attacks here. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Take out the 2s. I believe I've got another 25 after this. Or 20 after this, sorry. Okay, he's only got 3 wounds, so I'm hoping that this is enough. 10, 15. So I've got 5 more after this. I'll just roll these 5 here. Yeah, because there's... That's right with maths, isn't it? So I've rolled 55 so far, attacks. And that means I've got... Oh, hello, Billy.
Come on, tell him why. Come on. Right. I'm back now. I brought Billy with me, because Billy got a bit sad when I came up the stairs and went, I wanted to roll your saves. So go on, Billy, roll.
I have to come in and do the saves for
You're going to roll saves? Well,
How
roll
many
these.
is there?
This is just one set of, or 2 sets of
Go on,
attacks. So,
well, you roll them.
right, so you've got your 3 AP 1s.
So, yeah, so
AP
4
1s
pluses.
for us.
Well done, it's dead.
Thank you, Billy. Thank you for your services.
Off you go. Back to work, you. Right, so does it blow
Don't
up?
blow up. Okay.
To be fair, blowing up... Okay, so now this is the interesting bit. I'm going to have to emergency disembark.
Yep.
And
no matter
I think
where
it's
you
pretty
go,
fair.
I'm going to be able to consolidate
Yeah,
into these.
so what I think is the best thing to do is just put both units over here, just to try and bring you away from there. So let me just roll the emergency disembarks first. So first unit will take 2 dead. No, because it's 1, 2s and 3s because it's emergency.
Ah, right.
So 2 dead from one unit and 2 dead from another. That's pretty easy. So 1 unit is going to be able to fall back and shoot. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to keep 1 unit with 4 rocket launchers.
Yep.
And then I'm going to have the other unit with 1 of the combat weapons.
Sure.
So then at least I feel like I can hit you hard a bit better. Okay. Cool. Oh my god. There you go.
Right.
Battle Wagon, you were really cool. I did really enjoy using you.
So we'll go into these then. So let's just put these out as flat. So, boom, boom.
Could I do it so I could block this unit from being... Oh no, you got a 6-inch.
I've got a 6-inch.
Oh, it
yeah.
doesn't matter.
It's
Then, 'cause
very
you can just go round it, couldn't you?
So the thing is, I've got 1 model here, so some are going to have to come this way,
Yeah.
but that's
But
absolutely
more
fine.
of them are going to get to go that way.
Yeah. So he's going to come into that gap there. He can make base. He can also make base. And he can make base. Well, not base, but there. All in for Carlos. And let's just start moving the models this way. And then these are going to have to go this way.
Cool. Right, let me get my attacks ready. So I'll do the mech first, George.
Yep.
He's going to get 4 attacks. Hitting on 3s, 2 hits. He's strength 5, so 3. No wings. Remember, because I still have the war.
Have I moved them in base as much as possible?
He could go there.
Cool. Yeah, I don't want to... So I
right.
can't see past this.
So I'm going to do this unit, because this is the one with a good weapon. So I'll do the smash hammer first. 3s. then I've got close combat attacks. 4 attacks each. So just get 4, 12 of them. 3s and
3s.
Yeah, wow, they're strength 6 in the wild. That's pretty good. Because they don't have choppers, they just have combat weapons. That is... Oh, you're supposed to do over here, but to be honest, I think
That's fine.
I'm just going to kill them.
Can I roll Khan?
Yeah, sure. 8, say, do the saves over here first. We'll resolve all this combat. I know we've done it a bit out of sequence.
1 dies.
But it's okay.
We'll take the mech out.
Okay, and then the big mech.
We'll just for transparency, I'm just going to move along that line.
Yeah, that's right. Then the big mech. Another 2 saves. AP 1. Onward. Cool. And then the same thing from the other unit. Instead, I get 16 attacks of these.
Some people say it's crazy to pile into an orc in a war. I say it's a fun time.
Not this orc. 6. 6 at no AP.
2 die.
And then there's 1 on a wound still, right?
Yeah, 1 still on.
Oh, and then big mech. 1 wound, 1 AP 1.
Whoa.
He's dead. Cool. And then what I'm gonna... So you roll Khan, into the Beast Boys, and then I am fine with just killing them because I've just watched like Berserkers kill about 1 million dudes, and I'm pretty like shaken up.
I've had a question from Werepuppy. I thought it was mortal wounds rather than full models dying. Is this for the disembark?
No, so it's because it's 1 mortal wound per one. So emergency disembarks are 1, 2s, and 3s. So because I rolled 2 1s and 2 3s, that would be 4 mortal wounds.
Right, I see.
That's why I've killed off 2 models.
So it was mortals. It was just more.
Yeah, sorry, I should have explained it better. So yeah, so on an emergency disembark, it's on 1, 2. You get to go 6 inches, but it's 1, 2s, and 3s. You take mortals. So because I rolled 2 1s and 2 3s, that's 4 mortal wounds. I've got 2 wounds each that kills 2 models.
Gotcha.
All right, 2s.
But yeah, you are right though. It is mortal.
Reroll 1s. Into a 1. And then he is now, I think he's strength 10. He's only strength 9. That sucks. Reroll 1s.
Oh, so
5 saves. He's not going to kill the squad.
No, look, but then the rest of them will. So, okay.
6 doesn't quite get me onto the objective.
Coolio. Right. That's it then.
Yeah.
So what do you score? So you killed 3 units.
Yep.
So you're going to get your challenger card free.
Yep, for 3 points.
Yeah.
And mark for death.
You are only going to get the 2 because you didn't kill the big target.
Yep. So then I'll get 5 points for my primary, or my secondary, sorry.
Yep.
And then I'm going to get rid of established for a CP.
Perfect.
I'm not scoring very well, but I'll kill it.
The thing is, I'm about to get really hampered here on the primary because I'm only going to get 3 primary here.
And you get a CP every turn, don't you?
Yeah, so...
Yeah, every turn, not just
Yeah,
battle
every
round.
turn.
Yeah.
Cool. So start of my turn, I'll get 3 primary. That's not going to change. And then cards-wise, what do you think, Jord?
Established focus.
It's display of might.
Damn it.
And engage in all fronts. So do you think I'm going to keep both? I only need 1 CP here. So actually, I'm going to get rid of... Display of might is having more in no man's land, right? I don't think there's any way that's happening. So I'm going to get rid of that one. And I'm going to draw sabotage. Equally one I don't think that's going to happen either. So I think sort of the same logic as you had, Jordan. I'm just going to sort of go at you.
Yeah.
Cool. Right, so movement, no battle shock. I don't owe you any battle shocks. Good. The movement.
Nice.
It's more of it's... Oh, God. Oh no, something's fallen off one of my flash kits.
Now remember surges as well.
To be honest, I'm just willing to take it on the chin.
Yeah.
And I think that I back this unit to probably, hopefully, fingers crossed, do a ton of damage here. Because I'm going to be, AP1 is going to be 40 shots, re-rolling hits. It's going to have sustained and it's going to have lethal. And it's going to be wounding on 3s. And for every wound you fail, it should kill 1.
Yep.
So I'm just happily going to take the surge. Can you only surge into the closest unit?
No, so I think it's...
If you could just check that, that would be really greatly appreciated.
I think it is right, yeah. I think it is.
Just so if I make the flash kits closest.
To the closest enemy, as close as possible to the closest enemy unit. Yeah, and I can only move within engagement range of that enemy unit.
Okay, so I'm going to make this unit the closest enemy unit.
The flash kits.
Well, I'm going to move all this away anyway, so then... Cool. Right. Then, I'm going to spend 1... Oh, do I get a CP for my grots? I don't. I'm going to spend 1 CP. So, this unit can fall back shooting charge. Oh, orders. Sorry. I'm going to go +1 to hit on this unit for shooting. That is off. And I don't get hurt. I will go +1 to hit for this unit for shooting. That's off. No one gets hurt. And then I'm not going to do an order with the other unit because there's no point because I'm not going to do anything. This unit's going to fall back shooting charge. It's going to come here. And then I'm going to try and charge your rhinoceros.
My rhinoceros?
Yeah, so I'm going to put them here. So they can shoot at these guys. And then I'm going to try and charge into your rhinoceros. And then these guys are just going to waddle their way over here. Cool. My mech is going to get into my truck.
Yep.
And it's going to move this way, just to see them to shoot.
Cool.
And then the unit in reserve is going to come down here, 9 inches away, and it's going to order itself for +1 to hit, which it fails.
We've had 5 gifted memberships from Stefan, who has said, thanks for your hard work.
Thank you,
Oh,
Stefan.
thank you.
No, thank you, honestly. We wouldn't do it without people like you. Cool. Right.
Shoot me.
Morphin time.
It's morphin time.
Flash kit.
What's the AP? Do they ignore cover?
They don't ignore cover, but they're AP1.
So I could go to ground.
You could go to ground. So I'm going to tell you now, I'm going to pop lethal. So this is going to be 40 shots, re-rolling all hits, hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s, AP1, 2 damage. Every 6 is an additional hit and an auto wound.
I'm going to go to ground.
Perfect. So let's do 20 at a time. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you ready, Jord?
I'm ready.
I'm so excited.
I'm excited to see
I
what this does.
absolutely love this unit a bit. So 4s. So that's 4 lethals.
Lovely.
I'm not going to fish for it. I'm just going to pick up. I'm just going to re-roll the misses. So 2 additional lethals, and then 6 extras. And then these are 3s.
How many you've got here, mate?
So that's going to be... That's 13 saves so far.
Shall I roll them?
If you could, yeah. Just so we can see.
And then there's one more load of these.
There's one more load of this, and then there's some custom Mega Blaster shots as well.
So I've lost 2. 3.
Okay.
3 Berzerkers dead.
And then another 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 4s. Now it was a lot better than last time for hits, but just not as many 6s so far.
3 6.
Okay, so 5 lethals. And 5 sustained.
And then 3 to win, yeah?
3s again. This Gator Ground may have saved you from the epicness of my flash
I
hits.
ducked. That's
Yeah, you ducked, yeah. So that is... Okay, that's a lot more this time. 18.
18.
And then I've got the custom Mega Blaster.
12. 18.
Oh, and one of my
ups.
tank busters. Oh, I'll take it on the sergeants on 1 wound.
4. 5.
Okay, so 8 dead total. And then I get the custom Mega Blaster, which is all hit. 1 lethal. And then, so 3 wounds. These are AP. I want to say AP2, so it would be AP1. Just going to check for you. Yeah, AP1 because of your going to ground. 3, please.
1 goes through.
D6 damage. Kills 1. Does he hurt himself? No, he doesn't. Cool. Now you can blood surge.
Yay! We're going 3 inches.
But luckily, you can only go into the flash kit, so
I'm fine because I get to fight before you.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm still like even through essentially armor of contempt. I am really happy with that.
And that's why you have to go to ground on these big units.
Yeah. Right. So then shooting over here, I'm going to shoot into this unit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use this unit once per game pulse rocket.
Yep.
So I get +1 AP and strength.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So rockets into them 5d3. So 2, 1, 1, and then there's 10 of them. So that's another 10 shots. Cool. So 4s re-rolling 1s.
Hitting a force of orcs is nuts, isn't it? It's so good with their shots.
Yeah. I do just love playing this army. It's fun. Well, it's fun for me.
It is.
Which is the only type of fun that matters.
Playing orcs.
13 AP3. I'd say you get 2 in cover? 1 in cover? Because I can see them all except
they're wholly on the terrain feature, remember. Any that are wholly on will get cover.
Oh, okay. So then I need that wholly on, right?
Wholly on, yeah.
Okay, so you get 4 then.
4 in cover.
Yeah.
So these are going to be on 5 up.
Well, you would have got to pile in, and we didn't do that. So let's say you get 7 in cover. Sorry, 6 in cover.
6, yeah?
Yeah, 6 in cover. That's fair.
So that means I got 5 up saves here then on the cover ones. Okay.
Oh, God.
So two dead so far. So 4 again.
Yeah.
2 more dead.
2 more dead.
1 more dead.
5 dead. 6.
All the covers are dead.
Okay, so all the ones in cover are dead. Cool. Rocket Pistol, who I forgot to do, he also hits. And he does wound, so I need another one at AP3, please.
Another one at AP3.
Yeah.
Is there much more coming at this unit?
I've got the shock attack gun after this.
Kills 1.
Cool. And then the shock attack gun gets 6 shots, so 9 shots. 4s, rerolling 1s. So 3 hits, 2s. So 2 at AP5, so no save. And then
Damage?
first one kills, so 2 die. So you'll have 1 left, which is very annoying.
Yeah. I'm not going to blood search.
That's fine. And then the tank buster unit over here is going to do the same thing into the unit down there. So I'm going to use the pulse rockets here. So I only have 3 of these though.
Sure.
Or 3 rockets. So 1, 2, 3 plus blast. 6. 4s rerolling 1s. Ooh. Oh no, not as good.
They were running away, that's why.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping going to charge the Rhino, you know. And then 2s, so 4 at AP3. So 2 die.
Just to interrupt briefly,
Yeah.
apparently the tank busters should be hitting on 5s because they're not targeting a vehicle or monster.
No, so I've done an order on them, which
Yeah.
means they have +1 to hit.
Okay.
Yeah, so you are right. So I only get +1 to hit and wound versus vehicles, but in Tactical Brigade, when you can do an order when in your command phase or when you're set up. So in this case, this unit, when it came in from reserve, did the order, which means it gets +1 to hit in its shooting.
Pretty good.
Great.
So 2s, sorry, 4s. That would have been really good. Imagine if I got all those hits. And then 2s. So 5, this is AP5.
AP5, so even with cover. So first one.
First one, so that will kill 1.
So yeah, 3 left.
So 4 dead.
4 dead. 1, 2, 3, and we'll take the icon off as well. So our blood search with him?
Yep.
So D6 plus 2, 5.
And then covers the objective, which is a bit annoying. It's more covering for the heroic, I think.
Yep.
Okay, so providing I don't get to here, so I could just charge here, and then I don't think you can.
Yeah.
Heroic,
So
you
my
can just
range
check me.
for heroic is just that corner point there.
Okay, so I don't think I could get heroic depending on what I roll then. So that's
Yeah,
good.
because you could go this side.
Yeah, of course. I am going to shoot the truck at them as well. So the big, whatever it's called, custom
Big
mega
shooter.
blaster.
Oh yeah.
1 wound AP2. So kills another. Does it hurt himself? No, he doesn't. And then the big shooter. No, nothing. Cool. So charging them.
Yep.
So big max unit's going to charge the Rhino.
Mhm.
That's in on an 8. So I do think I can do what I want to. So I want to put big mech here, and I want to put so 1, 2, 3, and then he is there. Right. Is that right?
Yeah.
I'll do that. Cool. And then I'm going to see what this charge is. I imagine it's a 12. It's a
11.
It's a 12.
Oh, okay.
Why not?
Go on. You.
Oh, so close. Cool. So that's that. So I will get to fight there, and then you'll get to fight here.
Yes.
So I've got. To be honest, I'll just do the smash hammer and see if that does anything, because it's not both hit, anti-vehicle 4+, 1 wound AP2.
Loves it.
Nice. I'm not going to bother rolling the rest of it.
Berserkers.
Yeah. Okay. This could be really bad.
Let's let piling consolidate 6.
Yeah.
So we've still got 1, 2, 3, 4 eviscerators. No charge bonus though.
No, this is the big thing here, because it does
2,
then
3.
mean your little attacks in such a wound. What strength of the
8.
eviscerators?
Strength 8 hitting on
Oh, so,
3s.
okay, so what do you mean on 3s then?
Yeah.
That's okay.
Still got lethals as well.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a good roll. 3
And then
lethal.
The 2's gone as well.
Sorry, mate. Yeah.
That's right.
glare
and
on
then
that one.
3s.
3s. Yeah.
Oh no.
That's
Oh,
9
no.
saves AP2.
Oh no.
Oh,
I think maybe I made the wrong decision here. Yeah, that's 9 dead. Oh, that's a shame.
And then we've got Lord Invocatus too.
9. Yeah, without the going to ground, so yeah, it does make a massive difference.
Yeah, always remember go to ground, guys.
Cool.
And then we've got Lord Invocatus.
Oh no, don't worry, that's just a tank buster.
Just a tank buster.
Yeah, he's alright. He's fine.
I think it's 7 attacks. Boom. Where is the Lord Avocado?
My poor flash kits.
They got murked.
They did, yeah, they really did. Bless them.
7 attacks, yeah.
I'm really annoyed about this one Berzerker as well, actually. Like,
he's loving life.
He's the one I'm probably more angry about.
So you've got 6 saves.
6 saves.
AP 2.
6 saves, AP 2.
2 damage each.
Oh, I should have done this. Oh no, actually it doesn't really matter because are these 2 damage each?
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, so they're all dead. I was about to say, it doesn't, because of what I've rolled, it doesn't matter. Cool. Poor flash kits. Should have put them probably further away, but what's the fun in that?
Yeah, well, I think the problem is, wherever you do this,
yeah,
these were going to get into
I could have probably, but so I'm fine. So probably what I should have done is put them here and then had the tank busters there, because I'm not actually fussed if you attack the tank busters.
And then you have the Overwatch potential for the next.
Yeah, which is it's a faux pas on my point, but do you know what? A lesson done, made mistake, lesson learned. So awesome.
Rhino?
Yeah, if you wanna. Yeah.
If you wanna.
Well, these are world eater rhinos. Live a life of their own. Six attacks.
Very good.
Jesus.
Angry
1 lethal.
rhinos. Oh no.
And strength 6.
They freeze.
There's 3 wounds.
1 failed. So I'll just take it on. So that is that. So end of my turn. I'm just going to get 1 point on engage because I only have the 2 quarters.
Yep.
No, I have 3 quarters, sorry, because I have that one. So I'll get 2 points for it. In addition to that as well, I am going to bin off sabotage.
Yep.
So that's going to get me a CP, putting me onto 2 going into George's turn.
Lovely. And in my turn.
So
now,
you definitely get 2 objectives.
No, this is below half.
Oh, sure. Okay, right.
Oh, sure.
Okay, so well, do you want to see your cards first? So you definitely don't have this objective because I have OC3 on it.
Yeah. So let's roll my blessings. In fact, we'll do the blessings first. Yeah, blessings first.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's sustained. 222. And they're the only combinations we've got there, which isn't fantastic. But I'm pretty sure I can roll an extra dice, actually. Let's double check with the Berzerkers.
Tell you what, while you're checking that,
yep,
we'll have a word from our next one.
A great Warhammer game deserves great battlefield. And that's why at Vanguard Tactics, we've teamed up with Game Mat EU, the very best in Europe for high quality, hard-wearing game mats and pre-painted terrain. Their mats are built to last, with incredible designs that bring every game to life. Unbag, unroll, no matter the game system, they've got the right size for you. Whether you're gaming at home, competing at an event, their terrain is durable, modular, and designed for balance. No painting, no hassle, just set up and play. So if you want your table to look as epic as ours, then Game Mat EU is the way to go.
We're back. We're back now.
Okay.
Hello.
So I'm going to go for sustained and lethal.
Sorry, Sebby went to the toilet, so I had to go behind the thing and do that.
I've rolled an extra dice because my Berzerkers did kill a unit, so I get an extra one. I think I have probably forgotten that in a couple of rounds, but it's fine. I've gone for sustained and lethal because I've got the 4-4 and the 2-2.
Perfect. You've gone with sustained and lethal, so cards-wise now.
Yeah, and there's no challenger at this point, I don't believe.
No.
Let's just double check.
I'm just going to make sure the YouTube chat can. I have done it right because I get all paranoid about this sort of stuff. Where's the thing? Oh, actually, yeah, Billy, you do it.
Can you hear us all okay? All right, I'm going to draw my cards. So, tempting target.
Oh, I've got to tempt you a target, which, to be honest, isn't that tempting.
Or defend stronghold.
Okay, so Tempt me a target. Give me this card.
There you go.
So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put it here.
Okay, cool.
So just so because it forces you to then have to stay where I want in my shooting angles.
Yep, no worries.
Whereas I think my issue would be is you move the Rhino away, the Khorne Berserkers go into this unit, and you're going to...
I'm going to auto pass this unit in the middle because then that means that I need them to make sure so they can score that.
Guaranteed 8 primary.
And then we'll see about that unit over there.
This unit here.
He's fine.
So that's 13 primary.
And this unit here, fail. So Khan's unit is battle shocked.
Perfect. You got the token? Yeah. You can use our fantastic Baron of Dice battle shot.
Thank you very much. So Khan's unit is battle shocked. So I get, 13 primary there.
Nice.
And let's do some moves.
That's one. Very clutch, that.
All right. So the battle shocked unit there. This unit.
I'm going to Overwatch.
Yeah, I thought you were.
Can you Blood Surge or Overwatch?
I believe it's in your shooting phase.
Okay, cool. How many models have you got? 8.
And to be honest, I would choose not to if I had the choice because then you fight before me.
That's right. So 2, 2, 1, 1, and then blast is another 4. So 6s re-rolling ones. So 2, not 2. There's only 1. I got knocked that one. 1 save AP2. It kills 1. And then shock attack gun gets another 4. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to use this once per game reroll. It went down 1.
Love it.
1 hit, 1 wound. You don't get a save. 1 more dead. Cool.
We've lost a lot of berserkers this day.
But there was about a billion. I'm actually quite impressed how much I've managed to chew through, considering that I don't have a lot of trading pieces in the army.
Yep. I've got sticky objectives with these, so let's see if jackals can do some damage. All right, Forge Fiend. He moves 8.
Well done, Billy. Thank you.
All right, I'm just going to get some dice and just double check his movement. Because if it's 8, it's on the edge. If it's 10, I'm good.
How's the chat, Sebby? Is everything fine?
Everything is A-OK.
Oh, we have a score for you, by the way, Seb. Was there a challenger?
No, there was no challenger. I was 1 point behind you.
Cool, that's fine. But then you've just shot up.
This
So the
game's
score
pretty neck and
currently,
neck.
Seb,
Yep.
is 51 to Jord and 39 to myself. Did you done your secondary as well? Yeah, you got to defend stronghold and tempting target.
God, 51, what a jump.
Yeah, he got 13 primary from passing this leadership and auto passing that one. Yeah, that's why I'm so annoyed about this one guy. But equally, if I killed you, you could have just spent the CP and stick it anyway.
Yeah.
So actually, it doesn't change too much.
It stops me from around 1 CP now, I guess.
That's such a nice stratagem, though, actually, sticking
I-
objectives, isn't it?
I do think that sticking objective stratagems are probably one of the best strats in the game, especially the
Yeah.
You
ones
can
where
get
it's-
them, absolutely.
especially the ones where when you die you get to do it.
Yeah.
Because it just means that it forces people to have to charge you.
Mm.
So you could have like in this army, it's great for world eaters because you can have where you're so combat based. It's either they charge you and they potentially die, or they don't charge you and they shoot you and then they just stick to the objective anyway and you haven't achieved anything.
Laser pens out.
Cool. So I can see.
Yeah, you can just see me. Yeah.
Cool. So 3d3 shots then.
Cool.
So with blast and with rapid fire. Okay, so it's just 3
Yeah.
plus 1 for blast each.
Yeah, and then rapid
1
fire.
for rapid fire.
See, to be fair though, you rolled what? 1
I rolled
shot
the
each,
minimum.
and you still get 9 shots.
Yeah.
Like that is really good.
4s, reroll misses.
And you're re-rolling all the misses.
Because you're within 18 in closest eligible unit.
Yes, that's correct.
That was a 4, but I've just knocked it.
No, it's okay.
5 there. And then
2s. Yeah.
that's
These
4.
AP3, aren't they?
AP3, yeah.
So just 4 dead. There we go. Kill these. There's 1 was already on a wound.
Lovely.
Cool.
Right, charges. Lord Invocator's here. 10. Boom.
Mr. Juggerman. Count Duckula.
And then the jackals will go into. Try and finish the job. And then Khan's unit into this unit over here, into the tank busters. I've rolled a double 1, but it's still
But
enough.
luckily he's still in.
All I care about is Khan fighting.
We've had a super chat from Tom. Hope you enjoyed the UK Games Expo, Jake. Great to meet the handsomest member of VT, or indeed 40K.
Thank you. It's definitely 40K.
Definitely.
No, thank you, Tom. I did have a great time. Honestly, probably a weekend that was very enlightening for myself, and yeah, just had such a great time. Really, really enjoyed meeting every single person that came over and said hello. Yeah, like honestly, you all legends. And Tom, I hope you had a good time at the UK Games Expo as well.
All right, so you can't interrupt.
No, mate, you just start
do I do
hitting
mortals?
me really hard.
I do one mortal wound here.
Okay.
We'll just do the
I say roll. I was going to say all roll Chuggerman, but oh no, you've got 4 eviscerators.
Oh wow.
Oh,
that's a lot of 1s and 2s.
To be fair, they made up for it. They're probably tired. Bless them.
2s because they're strength 10. 4 AP2 damage 2.
That's 4 dead. So then I've just got the big mech left.
Lord
so if you roll
Invocamus. So he's not winning on 2s. He's going to strength 7. So there's 3 saves at AP2 and 1 set of debs.
Oh, he's dead anyway because he's only got 4 wounds. I think. Well, no, he's got 5 wounds. Yeah, he does.
Oh, okay.
So, but to be honest, I think with the extra attack, then I left on 1 wound. So,
sure.
And then you've got the jackals as well. So I'm just happy to kill him.
And then
do you want to roll Khan?
Yeah.
Khan.
What's his betrayer rule now? Is that if he's not in combat?
I think it's just if he's not in combat, he like gets all angry and starts like having trust issues.
Trust issues. Yeah. Where is he? Garny boy. There you are. The end of your charge phase, if you're leading unit not with an engagement range of 1 or more enemy units. So if I kill this unit, I've got to take a battle shot test. Oh, the end of your charge phase, sorry.
Okay, so he is fine.
But he's going to get 9 attacks. Dropped a few dice on the floor here. Just chucking dice, just storing them. Bless you. 9 attacks. Hitting on 2s. Sustained and lethal. Reroll 1s. Okay, well, 2 lethals. And then strength 9, so 3s. Reroll 1s. Oh wow, Jay.
What AP are these?
These are AP2.
Okay, I'm gonna roll these.
10 AP2, flat 3 damage.
Oh look at this. Gonna pass them all later.
Sure.
Bless them, my poor little men.
There you go, mate.
Thank you. But that is then everything. So
that sure one there?
Yep.
Alright, so that's my turn.
Yeah, so what do you score? So you definitely get tempting target.
And defense stronghold still going.
Started.
Cool. So tempting target for 5.
Yep.
And then in your case, you're going to get 3 for your home.
I'm just going to get 3. Cards, do you want to move your dice? So cards wise, for me, I'm going to get extend battle lines and bring it down. So I am going to keep both of those.
Yeah.
Because I do back myself. In terms of orders, I'm actually not going to do any orders. Oh no, I'm going to go reroll charge here as an order.
Mm-hmm.
So it does go off and I don't get hurt. So
do they need a battle shock?
They do. So battle shock, they fail it. So, which is actually a bit of a shame because now I can't get extended.
Could you?
I can't really use my free one. Yeah, that sucks a bit.
It's a forge fiend. He's terrifying.
Yeah, no, that's really sucks. Oh well. Cool. So, yeah, I'll just keep them. I think I can. I think I should be able to bring it down because I've got +1 a hit and wound here.
Yeah.
Into your forge fiend. So I am gonna.
I will. Well, I don't
move. Need to move now because I don't actually need to go get this objective.
I was gonna say don't move.
Yeah. Just trying to think of points wise. You've got too much AC on that one. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to give up on extend really. Honest, I think I'm just going to have to give you the table. So on a 4-up, I don't get CP. And all I'm going to do, this unit will shoot Forge Fiend.
Lovely.
So 2d3 from the rockets. So 4. Hitting on 4s because you're a vehicle. Rerolling 1s from the Big Mech. No. And then the Big Mech gets 7.
Here we go. He's going to do it.
4s, rerolling 1s. And then 4s. So 3. Do you know what? I'm going to CP one.
Is it 3s to wound? Oh, you're strength 9, aren't you? Sorry.
So 3 saves, AP 4. So on your intervals.
2 go through.
4 damage. Cool, so that's that. I don't get either of these. I'm just going to discard them both for a CP. And then it's
got 10 left. How many
I think they have 12.
12,
points,
yeah,
so you'll have 8 left. Cool, so your turn. You're going to get a max 15 on primary.
Yeah. Well, I've got battle shots to take.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to get the 8 over there.
Yeah, you definitely get these
Lord
ones.
fails.
Okay, so he's failed.
I will get this because of that, but Khan's unit fails as well.
Okay, so you just get 13 then on primary.
Yep, that's right.
Which is still great. Still great. You also do get your defend stronghold, and then
you are the challenger.
Oh, yes.
So you reveal it at your
In my
command phase.
turn,
So
cool.
keep that secret.
If I've got any models, that's the tip.
So I get 3 for defend there as well.
Yeah.
So Seb, the score going into round 5 should be 59 to me, 42 to Jake. And then I'm going to get 3 objectives.
Yeah, you'll just get 13 primary.
So it should be on 72.
Yeah,
Seb?
I had you on 72, yeah.
cool.
Cool.
And then cards-wise...
Jake, you didn't get any
blessings.
points then from your secondary?
No, I didn't, because I failed to kill, and I failed the battle shock that was quite important.
Yeah.
Sustained, and we'll go for pile consolidate 6.
Yeah.
Recover and display of might.
So 2 very good. You've definitely got display of might no matter what.
Yeah.
It's just recover. I think you can definitely get 3 on it, to be real with you.
And display.
Tell you what, you have a think. I have a word from the final sponsor.
The days of hiding who you are, being ashamed of your hobby or the things that you're interested are well over. Which is why at Gambit Gaming they've brought out a high quality cotton t-shirt which is faction inspired, so no matter where you go there is a t-shirt for every occasion. Whether it's getting ready to go to the coffee shop with your mates, checking out the local gaming store, or maybe heading out to a tournament, they'll have a faction inspired t-shirt perfect for you.
I'll just move them up. How long we got left, Seb?
How long have we got left? 33 minutes. If we're going up to 3 hours.
Yeah.
I just want to try and just get as much done.
Sure. All right. Well, we're gonna just score our points. Really, there's not really much else I need to do.
We are back, aren't we?
Yes.
Oh, cool. That's all right then.
I'll put these here to get recover there.
Yeah.
And then I can recover with the Berzerker over there. I score it immediately.
Yeah.
So I
you're
get
going to
3
get 3
points.
points for that. Display of might, you're going to get 5.
4 points.
4 points, sorry. So then that maxes what you're going to get.
Yeah.
I know we're speeding through this, guys, but this is like it's like the equivalent of talking it out at this point.
Yeah. Should I try that charge there?
If you want to, you
We'll
can.
just see if we can. Yeah.
Yeah. 9.
Just out.
Cool. That's fine then. Right. So my turn. I don't score just yet. I score at the very end. So we'll do my challenger card first. So I've got self-preservation. So my shooting phase, end of a turn, if that unit is more than 18 inches away from all enemy units. So that should be able to be done with my grots.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm probably going to use the scoring side of this just to get me some points. And then cards-wise, I've got cleanse and tempting target. Do you want to tempt me a target?
Yeah, I'll tempt you with that one over there.
Okay. So I'm going to actually spend a CP and get rid of cleanse. That will get me defend stronghold.
Mm-hmm.
So actually quite a clutch little draw there. So at least gets me some points.
Yep.
So all I'm going to do, need a battle shock check on my mech unit. They do pass, so that's good. And then what we'll do, move all the grots away. So then they're as far away from your units as possible, 18 inches to be exact. So where's the unit star there?
Yeah.
So sadly, I can't actually be on the objective and do that. So I'm going to have to move the grots here.
Mm-hmm.
And then the truck, or sorry, the mech in the truck is just going to have to get out onto it to get me defend. And then this unit will move. Do you want to do your Overwatch?
I'll do the Overwatch, yeah.
From your Forge Fiend.
So we got a few extra this time, which just makes up the same as last time, 9 shots. So I'm in rapid fire and I don't get blast this time. So 6 is a reroll because you are the closest eligible. 2.
So, such a good roll. And then
2 more.
2, AP3, right?
Yep.
Don't get cover.
Probably do on one of them.
No, so both dead. Cool. And then moving the big mech over here. And then he can't act. Well, if I get really lucky, I can kill the Forge Fiend and then charge the
Sure.
Berserker. And do you know what? That's what we're going to try and do to end the game. So big mech will shoot the Forge Fiend.
Mm-hmm.
He gets 3 shots because I've already used his reroll. 5s because he's now not leading, because he's not with the tank busters anymore. 5s, nothing.
Nothing?
Yeah, and then I can't get it no matter what.
Okay.
So at the end of the game, I'm going to get 3 points for having primary, and then an additional 6 points, 3 from my challenger card, and 3 from defend stronghold.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
That is it.
Well, good
Right.
game.
Great
Very
game, dudes.
brutal.
Yeah.
Very, very brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah, sort of definitely faded away no matter what at the end there with the sort of mass pressure you could put
I
on
think the
board.
spawn hitting early was quite big, actually.
Yeah,
because it forces you to be a bit more, having to be aggressive on there. And then just having 3 waves effectively, 1 spawn, then master of possessions or master of executions, and then bringing the Berserker wave in after.
I think it was and it wasn't that big of a deal because like it meant I could just pick them up anyway. But but the thing is you could just sit here and not interact. The main thing it actually does is it forces me to then not be able to go really onto objectives. I think that's the biggest play there. But the thing is, even if you don't go first, right, you just use them to block out areas so I can't aggressively war at you. So a great little addition though, Spawn. Really, really handy.
Yeah, if you're playing Berzerker Warband and as a World Eater player, definitely look at putting a bunch of Spawn.
To be honest, I think just playing any of the detachments,
they're more effective in this one just because you can bump the AP if you need them to. Like you could make them AP2 if you want them to for a CP.
Oh yeah, there's no understating that. But even just in any of the detachments, they just seem like a really useful.
Oh yeah, they're
unit.
good. They are good.
Yeah, but it just so happens in this one they're specifically good. So what was the final score, George?
So the final score.
Did I pick?
was I've got it down, and Seb, correct me if I'm wrong, but I've got it down as 79 to me and 51 to you, Jake.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. Primary, I was not really good.
I can read out. So the primary you got in the game,
but it would be 8-8-3-3.
Yeah, you got 17 primary. I got 42.
Yeah. So it was 8-3-3-3. Yeah, I think so. The biggest issue I had with the list is just simply having those trading units. Like it would have been really nice to maybe have some Storm Boys or have some bikers or something like that, just to be able to go out and do sort of mission cards for me, because I did feel that at certain points in the game I had to force myself onto objectives. It does get rid of the battle wagon, really. That's the thing I'd have to drop.
Yeah.
It would probably end up being I'd have to drop the battle wagon, and I would have to take 2 more trucks to be able to fit everything into
trucks.
Yeah, well, only because of what I can put in reserve. So I can't put enough in reserve to then have that. So I have to really take 2 trucks. Equally, I could choose not to take a truck and take more Storm Boys, but I think the points I saved, so I'd get rid of the mech because I wouldn't need him. Save 200 points. 2 trucks go in, that's 140. So I still have. I think I'd have exactly enough points left because of how my list is to put a unit of Storm Boys in. Which I would like to experiment with and think would be a bit better. But I did really like the battle wagon. I do just think the army is lacking in some little just units to go out and trade. And the thing is, the trucks do that as well. They're really good at just sort of going and doing a mission card, or I could get the contents of the truck out. The truck then goes on to an objective and that sort of thing. I did really enjoy it. It was actually a really fun game.
It was. It was really good.
As I said, the biggest blunder I made was this flash kit thing.
The flash kits game.
The going to ground is the thing that I think I would arguably say probably one of the biggest swings in the whole game.
Yeah, absolutely.
But also, I could have just put the tank busters there, and you wouldn't have been able to get into my flash kits.
Yes.
And then my flash kits charge you, do a bunch of damage. This is just a faux pas on my part. So again, a lesson learned really at the end of the day.
Yeah.
How did you find it? Did you like your Berzerker band?
I love Berzerker Warband. There's a lot of tricks you can do. I didn't use the Surge 8, Auto Surge 8, which would have been that in some matchups is really good. The problem I had was going into this matchup was like, you've got all these trucks, you've got all these things in vehicles that can just shoot me.
Yeah.
So I have to expend something big enough to get rid of these trucks. So having the spawn be able to pick up trucks early for me was actually big for me, meaning that I knew you had A, 2 less scoring units, but B, units that now these units are actually out. This one in the middle surviving, that's the one I wanted to pop.
Yeah, it was quite funny that actually the 2 that you went for that you did pop were the combat ones that you didn't want to pop.
Yeah.
Because the flash kit unit getting out at that point then forces them to have to, because they're a very big footprint, everyone. So like it could then force this forge fiend that was here can come this way, and then I'm forced into this building, and basically stuck here until something happens.
But you get out and I just Overwatch, right? And it's
not even that. It's not even the Overwatch. It's just simply like I'm then forced into this point, which then means that either then I have to make more aggressive plays on each side, But then this Berserker unit rapid ingresses comes in and can just come and muller this unit anyway.
It's so strong. Like having 20 of these in Berzerker Warband specifically, because Berserkers actually hit hard in this detachment.
Yeah.
And then you can buff up the AP, because if I didn't have that against the battle wagon, it is suddenly less likely because you have permanent armor contempt.
Yeah.
And anything that does have armor contempt, if you go into Terminators, the 20 brick is here and there potentially still, right?
It's a big deal, but it's awesome to see the unit on the table. Well, George, thank you very much for the game.
No, thank you.
It was awesome.
Yeah, absolutely loved it, mate.
Sebi, how did the chat enjoy? Have they got much feedback?
We've got GGs coming in. People talking about Spawn of money in World Eaters and Death Guard. Spawn are great in the Gorchak Onslaught. Death Guard Spawn make my melee armies sad. And GGs coming in.
Perfect. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. Now, reminding you as well, if you have, obviously, we've had loads of members join, loads of gifted membership, loads of members join. So first off, thank you so much for all of that. Thank you so much for all the super chats that you've given us. It's been very generous this stream, and we really do appreciate it here. Vanguard Tactics does keep the lights on. Now, remember, for everybody that's just joined the membership program, have a look at some of the back content. And at 4 p.m. UK time today, myself and Billy are going to be discussing the upcoming meta potentially from the balanced data slate. We have obviously some data. Well, we don't actually have any data. I was about to say Bristol did it, but they didn't. So we have some predictions to go through, maybe have some discussions on some lists that are currently good, how they're going to change, maybe some lists that were good that could become good. And this is a general chat. We do love the members lounge here at Vanguard Tactics because it's a way for you guys to be able to interact with us. And also leave a comment on this video as well, a like and a comment, and if on what you watch this video for. And if you was something to learn, what did you learn? Thank you very much, and we'll see you soon.